Hello and welcome back. I am B-Ball Joe. Let's make that clear. I am B-Ball Joe, and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today, I have an unexpected amount of free time in the afternoon. It's about 2:15 right now, where I'm at, which is great because I believe that is a relatively good time for most of you to tune in and just hang out. So I tried to figure out what we should play, and I do know what my bread and butter is. I think it's pretty clear. Workers and Resources. Every time I have any poll up about any games and I don't put Workers and Resources in, there are usually requests for Workers and Resources. So, here I am, playing Workers and Resources. Today, this maybe a one-off, it may be a live stream map that we may continue some other time. But I don't have a real agenda. I have a couple things that I want to try out, especially on the logistics side, but nothing particularly defined. So the first thing that we have to figure out, and then I'll start talking to y'all, is what map should we play? Should we go completely random? Or should we take any of the maps that I've already downloaded? You've seen most of these in the Season 2 map preview. No, the Pretty Season map selection. Maybe both. But that's what I have. A lot of different maps. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are okay. One of them I'm playing right now, one of them I played. But that's okay. I'm not really worried about which one we are taking and if we have all the resources on there or not. Because I am more interested in figuring out a couple things for optimization and just trying out more things. Like, I honestly don't know how effective airplanes can be on the throughput of what they can transport. So that's something I would like to... What is this? Interesting. So here are the maps. If you see something that you really like, let me know. Probably the first 2 minutes we'll just figure out what map we're going to play on. If there's a map on the workshop that you really want, I would also be willing to try that out. But let's start with the chat. I did respond to a couple of you guys already, just talking, but first of all, hello to everyone. Really appreciate having you guys. Always like having good numbers on the live stream. That's just more fun. I could have played a lot of different things that I actually looked at, but Workers and Resources just felt right. And there's a lot to talk about, actually, channel-wise, and the next month and a half time frame. Season 3, Season 2... there's just a lot of stuff going on that all kind of pertains to this, so let's figure out what we can do. Gabor, military. I have seen Peter talk about military. So Peter is the 3 Division founder, and he does most of the announcement as 3 Division on Steam. That's Peter. And I heard him talk about military. I thought for the longest time military wasn't happening, but I also don't know in what capacity military is going to be used. Like, is your republic going to war? Or is it just another resource or another end product that you can produce? I don't know that part. No idea, but I'm hoping the next update will maybe give us some, because militia and police are in there, which to me implies also some military behavior. So we'll see what that all means. Maybe it's just internal. That's possible. Hello, Moscow. I cannot read Cyrillic, so I don't know what the name is. We have Germany here. Wonderful. Yes, if you want to throw in German, I will read it, but I'm sure only 13% of my viewers are from Germany, and they would only be able to read it. So, but I will understand it. So there you go. What else do we have? JFO, just the right time. That's right. Jack R, nice to see you. Charles, hello. You thought it was C people, Joe? Did I say that funny? That's awesome. Cajun Comrade, good to see you. Vanilla Eastern European. Is that these two? Eastern Europe, Medium Hills? Is that the technically flatland version? If we do that, I prefer unpopulated, because the pathfinding, I feel, always gets really laggy right away if you have a populated map, especially with cities, and I'm not the biggest fan on that one. Doggies play, yes. Yes, how's everyone doing? That's a good question. Cohen, well, good time to stop by. I try to deliver, even though the next 6 weeks may be a little weird, but we'll talk about that later. Heinz, nice to see you. Robin, yes, Vancouver. Hello from Vancouver Island. That's awesome. Yeah. You're not north of me, you're northwest of me. Yeah, that's cool. What else do we have going on here? The Seraph is here on the moderator. Wonderful. What, dude? City, you can get it up to 50k in 10 minutes. Some problems, not no problem. We could just build the biggest metropolis I can actually fit on here with the new underground piping and make it look pretty. I think that's something we can also try. Not even kidding. Would be nice to see more production lines. Beef, milk, leather, and so on. Well, beef we technically have with meat. But the rest, yes, absolutely. It would be cool if they add that. But don't forget, the game is early access. So there's a lot of stuff that they're working on or that they're thinking about and that they want to do. Netherlands, nice to see ya. What we got here? Dynamutter. Oh, great. O3PO. Remakes a great map, big lake in the middle, and pretty flat land. All resources very concentrated, so you need great infrastructure system. Also started pretty hard because power is very short. Okay. Will this stream be archived? If it's not a complete train wreck, yes. It should just become live and available for everyone right after the stream. If there are problems, if there are like visual issues, which my last stream had, that it's just laggy and not HD and just hard to watch, no, I will not leave it up. But otherwise, it will totally be up. The Alps. Well, which side of the Alps? The Alps are kind of reaching everywhere. Eastern European vanilla. Okay, got 2 votes on that. Did I get the aggregate unloading? I did download it. I haven't actually clicked on it yet, so that's something I definitely want to try. Eastern European. I'm okay with that. We'll just go this one. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you select all of this because it's pretty clear we're going to play hard, because that's how we're going to do things. I'm going to play with loans, so I'm not going to be worried about a lot of this. I will let you choose moving sun or always day, so turning night off or not. It's not as bad as it was anymore, but it's not the best for YouTube videos usually, but I think the live stream may be a little different and may be able to see more than nothing. So that's what we're going to start with. Actually, but for the live stream, I'll start in 1970. There's a couple more bigger vehicles available. That should help. Everything else, global events, honestly, I haven't felt these really matter much, so I turn them on now, but whenever they happen, it's just like, if you have your basic infrastructure set up, it really doesn't make a difference. It may cost a little more. What will be happening today? I haven't decided yet. We're going to build something. We're probably going to build a lot. I kind of want to do something with airports because I want to see what the throughput is. And some production lines and so on. And then, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll use this map from here on out for live streams when there are any. But I also have kind of a plan for that for Season 2. Maybe using that map as is today as more live stream maps. But Season 2 is ending tomorrow on the recorded side of it. So I didn't want to take the last one away, even though... No spoilers. No, we're not talking about that. Swiss side. The French Swiss side. See, that's just funny, but alright, I got it. Just day. Yes. Dennis, hey, how's it going? I'm sure I didn't say everyone's name, but if you want me to call it your name, you can throw it in right now, and I definitely will. Whatever name it is, unless it's not appropriate for the YouTube. These settings should be fine, so let's get that started. I don't remember how this map looks, honestly, but I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of water going on. Pause. Always pause the game first. We don't want to waste any time at all. Yes, well, all of my seasons start in 1960, and it's fine, but you have more vehicles available in the 70s already, and I don't want to wait for the bigger ones when I just want to try things. You could say, why don't you start in 80 then? Because the prices are too high at that point, so I don't want to do that. Let's see what we got here. Here's a nice river that goes across everything and touches everyone. That is nice. Yeah, no, this is a good start. Let's see. Coal is kind of spattered all over the place. Iron is more in the north and on the... I'm stupid now. West? No, that's not west, that's east. Yeah, the east. Oil is kind of clobbered all over the place. Uranium, that's cute. Bauxite. Why? I never actually got uranium really to work, so, well, to work. I never get to making uranium happen, so why don't we just start with that? Looks like this is a nice, relatively flat spot, so that's a pretty good starting area, because I would like to get some money going, but I also want to get started with the map on the right foot, if you know what I mean. Cool. Turn that map off. Let's get something built so we can see things. Auto build, no, just don't turn on auto builds right away. That will just hurt, because I always have to change something right after I placed it, so that will just be silly. Energy related, uranium mine, where is it? It's right there. Ooh, 74%, 75, and we are already in the point where I just need to place down my construction office. This is not strictly necessary because I don't expect money to be a real issue, but let's still get it done right. Yeah, we'll pay for it in dollars, that's fine. Speed it up a little bit. Every time I build something, it should give me enough time to check out what you guys are doing or what you guys want to know, and I think that's a good thing. Let's start with 5. Yep, 5 is good. A couple bulldozers. I do appreciate that they changed the price for this bulldozer, because in the beginning, when I just introduced this one, it was more than the Stalinek S100, and it does less. It has less power, it's the same speed, weighs a little less, but the overall bulldozer speed was a lot lower. And I was just like, that's not right, don't do that, that's silly. So here we are. Cool. Energy related. Yeah, we're gonna build stuff today. I'm fully planning on building a lot of things. I don't know what I'm gonna build yet, but we are gonna build things. It looks like this is a nice big flat area that would be well suited for any nuclear anything that we ever wanted to place there. So let's start here, and all I care about right now is to find out where the best location is. 76, that's higher than usual. 75. I didn't want to place you, I just wanted to see what your source is. Come on. You can do better than that. 76. I guess that's the highest I will get, and that's cool. You'd like to know how life works. Well, life... Anyone? Can anyone help him? Please, because I know what I know, and I don't know that. I don't know what I know. You never know what you know until you don't know it, and then you're like, oh, I should have known that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this guy goes here. I'm gonna play the industry, or place the industry before I place anything else, and that means we're gonna run out of money very quickly. I don't think I have any... Ooh, let's look at the mod. Stefan, I think, just called that out. Where would it be? Is it a cargo station? Pump loading? No. Small? No. 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 Rural dock? No. 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 Yard. Bunch of track, rail yards. Where would... Is it storage, maybe? Would it be there? I don't want to look for this too long. Aggregate unloading bridge. Yes. This is perfect for what I wanted. But it's just unloading, and that's totally fine, because loading would be weird. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use this somewhere for sure. Who's on first? On first in baseball? Is that what we're talking about? Soft cosmonaut guides. What is a soft cosmonaut guide? Is that just a suggestion on what you could do but don't have to do it? That just sounds like a conundrum to me, so that's okay. We can go with that. Uranium. I'm gonna go with, we generally don't need that much, but then I do want some uranium, so we're gonna use this guy. Right here. And yes, I like vanilla in a lot of places. Sometimes vanilla is just not right. For example, the conveyor engines. I'm not gonna play with vanilla conveyor engines. They're not up to the job 90% of the time, so here we are. Right there should be just fine. Yep. We have a nice little through route, and now we are storing whatever is storing now. Uranium, something uranium. Wish my computer didn't lay a brick a few days ago. This really makes me want to play. Well, the nice thing is, workers and resources, if you have an old laptop or something, it will probably run on there. It only gets hard for FPS once your population is above 40 or 50,000, especially if you put them all in one city. That's bad. So yeah, maybe you're able to find an old other potato that can probably play this. At least in the beginning, especially the planning phase, there's not a lot going on. What am I doing here? Place this one. Uranium processing plant. Great. So what we have for output. 100 people can get 75 tons of uranium per day. You can process 36, so 2 of these will be good. Yep, that's my math. I'm sticking to it. Let's turn off this interface so we can actually place something. So 1 here, 1 here. Pretty basic. Nothing has to be complicated. Interface back on. Control G. Control G if you guys care. And then I use my quick links up here a lot, especially for roads, bulldozing, footpaths, getting to rail, getting to factory connections, and then conveyor belts. But honestly, I use it most of the time for, like, if I need power and I'm here, I usually press 1 to get to my roads, go back 1, and then I click on any of the power things. I could just put the powers anywhere on there, but they're not used that much after you place them. So yeah, no, this is how I do things, and that's why sometimes you may see things jump around a little more than is necessary, per se. All right, can I... I don't love this, but let's see if we can get a road at least connected here in some reasonable fashion. Nope. Nope. Maybe? You can go through there. Can you go through there? You can. Okay. I think we're onto something here. Get you... that post, and... Aw, you! See? There you go. No problem. Yeah, I'm using mud roads just for laying them out right now. That makes my life a little easier later on. Oh, you! What's your problem? You should have no problem getting down here. There you go. Sometimes the connections to the buildings are a little steeper than what they should be, and that's weird. And I would like to have this one connect straight on, but instead of doing that, I just have to do this little in-between step, and honestly, probably already set this up terribly. Yeah, I did set this up terribly, didn't I? Yeah, absolutely. This one can't be here. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why in just a jiffy. You come over here, get your uranium, and I should probably talk through what I'm thinking here. When I set up any of this, most of the time I want to look for ways to use the least amount of transport and the most coverage that I can get. It may be obvious sometimes what I'm trying to do, but sometimes I'm just saying things and it's just like, no, this doesn't go here, this is just weird. So, right now, what's your output? Look at the output. What do you make? Uranium processing. You are creating your uranium oxide. And uranium oxide can be stored where? Is that already... Nope, uranium oxide goes in here, but we're not going to put out 702 tons of uranium oxide. 32 is the most. What I would like is to build this so that both of those endpoints, and I wish that both of those factory connections would just connect right away. And we're going to do that by placing it first and then mingling with these. And you can use your, mouse button, middle mouse button if you have a mouse wheel, to change the location a little bit. And then you go back here, get another one, angle it in a similar fashion, as long as it's close to... Why am I running time? That just means I'm using fuel when I don't need it. In a similar fashion usually means that they will connect no problems. And now I have both of these feeding in right there, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. And then I go down here and get my 1 to 3 conveyor. And... this one... gonna work. I'm not gonna use that, but I will use this out. And I think we're pretty good here. Pending road connections that we can get here. Yeah, we can get a road connection there, no problem. So, yeah. This setup should be just fine. What's going on over here? There's a lot of talk going on. Do you have any giveaway for the game soon? What do you want to give away for? Do you not have the game yet? If Let's say this. If at 3 o'clock you ask me again, we're gonna have a giveaway. I don't know for what yet, but oh no, I do know for a game key. I do have a couple. I asked Peter for a few, but I didn't know that I was gonna stream today. And I usually like to announce that I have a giveaway, but I will give away one. One key for sure. I don't know what the question is or what it's gonna be or how or what or when or where or who. All that stuff is up in the air, but yes, let's have a giveaway. Sure, why not? Sounds great. The more people that can play this game, the better for everyone. Trust me, it's a thing. It's a very healthy game to have. So I have those hooked up there. Now the footpaths are a little awkward. There's one here and one here. I think if I put a station out here, we can probably get something done. I want to catch up on the chat here quick. It's a nice game with a long learning curve. Yes. Julian, how does it perform against City Skylines? Well, one, I will play City Skylines very soon, you will see. And two, City Skylines is very good at simply placing the different zones. Technically, I think there are 3 zones, but technically you can get up to 6, the upgrade. And that is nice and easy. It's very easy at placing roads, but it is very light on really managing the city. Yes, you manage the traffic, but that's where it stops. Once the traffic is fine, the game takes care of everything else. Workers and Resources does the previous, maybe not as good as City Skyline, but it does it to an extent of you have the power to do everything and you have the responsibility to manage everything once you have it placed. So City Skyline to me is really just a city builder. It's maybe the best city builder that only does cities. But Workers and Resources adds a whole other dimension, well, many other dimensions to that, which is more the management and control and country builder? Is that fair? Like, it adds a lot more facets to the game where the learning curve, like as EE 50 FPS is saying, the learning curve to me is about 100 hours before you even understand what you're trying to do. And then that just means that you know what you're trying to do. That doesn't mean you do it well, which honestly to me is a great feature. I want this turn to be a little more stable. Why do all of these roads have to face against each other? I don't know. There is a piece of rock coming up there that's not... Ooh, I can actually go over that. Nice. I love it. Okay. Did I start something here? Forklift? No, I don't want to use forklift for higher volume products. It just takes too long. Forklift does not work well for anything that has any type of volume. I don't know if you see what I'm doing here, but if your road doesn't work right away, just pull it out further than what you need it, and then you usually can place it. What else is going on there? Steel industry is one of the key elements for self-sufficiency. Every industry is a key element of self-sufficiency. It's the way you get there and how you supply everything that it needs. And the biggest supply, the biggest resource is workers. Without workers, you can't do anything. So don't forget that. Code 07, 3 o'clock is kind of impossible. What's that mean? I don't get it. Josh, I think that's fair. That's a fair point. 10:40, 9:40. Yeah, European time. That's why I saw that I had time at like 2 o'clock and I was like, ooh, I don't have to actually try any funny games that I wanted to try for a while. I can just say we're going to play some Workers and Resources, build something and make it work. So far we have built a tiny bit and it should work. I don't have real worries that this is not going to work. And actually I think it's going to make us a lot of money right away, and that's cool. Anywho, next on the list. So this is how I build my industries or my industrial areas, especially when they're larger a lot. Build your resources, then collect your resources, then build your processors and figure out how much you can process in a day, then build storage for that. The only reason you have to build storage is to have a little buffer. Sometimes that's not necessary for some industries, but sometimes it is. I think uranium is technically one of those where you don't need a buffer because the amounts that you produce are so small that they fit into whatever storages you are pushing them out to. But I just like buffers in there still. So let's see, uranium processing plant can technically produce up to 36 tons of uranium ore, yay. And we have 2 of them, so 72 is what we can produce. The uranium conversion plant wants some chemicals and some uranium oxide. Maximum consumption. It's 2 tons of uranium oxide. Yes, 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 yes. Open storage obviously holds a lot, but if that is the most we can consume a day, I would technically need... Am I reading this right? Oh, maximum product... Okay, I was reading the consumption levels. Maximum production per workday is 1.7 tons of uranium oxide. And one of these can handle a little more than that. So I could try to do 2 of these and maybe handle that, or I can just export the excess. I think exporting the excess is just fine. Now I'm going to look at this. I don't see a problem with this at all. Because I think this will be such a low volume product that I can probably use a truck to at least bring it somewhere where I can collect it by train. And that's fine. It doesn't have to be here. I could turn the... Let's see. Can I... Would I even care? It is pointing in all the right directions that I could make this a train connection. So we're gonna point it in all the right direction and make it a train connection. I think, yeah, that's the right way to go. Approximately here feels right as long as you connect there. No problem. Wonderful. And you connect there. No problem. Wonderful. That's what I like to see. Back to you. Get the energy and uranium conversion plant. Workers. Ooh, we have tunnels now for workers, which means right now I'm leaning towards having some station here, potentially train, and then having a tunnel that gets over here somehow with a work path, and over here it just pops out on this side. I could even do a actually for pedestrians I like the overpasses more because you can actually see the pedestrians, and that's cool. And this looks good. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a road connection. Why? Because once I place the rail there, it's gonna just complain. It won't like anything I'm trying to do. So let's get this out here. We're gonna upgrade the road to some appropriate later on. We don't need that right now. This is confusing when the game does that. This is not a road connection, it's a conveyor connection, but that's okay. I will regret this, but let's put the electrical connection here instead of just a concrete rail. Simply because in this game I will just place electricals. So you come out there, you come out here, and now I know that there's a rail connection that I actually want to use because we're going to just export some uranium oxide. Cool! Excellent! What are we going on here? It's only after a good 10-20 hours you realize, oh hell, I need to actually micromanage the delivery of all of these resources. Until you understand what a distribution office is for, and then you're messing up whatever else you were planning on before, and then you have to realize you need a designated line for some things, but not for other things. Yes, there are so many facets to this game. I'm over 1,000 hours on 2 accounts now, so total. And I know other people have played 2,000 or 3,000 hours, or maybe more. I don't know if that math works out anymore with when it was released 2 years ago or whenever. Well, EA. But man, I'm still, every time I play this, there's more to learn, more to understand, and just things are just like, oh, that's what oh, like that. That happens a lot, which I personally find is awesome. Okay, so we have that one placed. There's a little bit of rail popping out there. Something else going on here. B-ball, I'd be interested to see some sort of build ideal for chemical plants, plastic plant, electronics, all accessible with a single train. Josh, if you watched part of season 1, I did a really big chemicals and plastics industry with, I think, 8 or 9 chemical plants and about 3 plastic plants that were all connected with forklifts, and everything was cool. But you could never... So, you either can connect everything through one cargo connection, so everything gets the cargo from a central location, or you can connect everything through one worker's location. I don't think you will be able... you probably can. Yeah, no, you can. Especially now with the pedestrian bridges and tunnels, you can probably make it work a little better. We can tackle that after this, if I have time, absolutely, yeah. No, let's try that. Chemicals, plastics, electronics. Why do you want electronics in there? They use a lot of other different things. I don't feel like they fit there. How do you get uranium from A to B without a forklift? Ah, yes, as Josh explained, Seka, as long as it's a direct connection like this from building to building, and this one can actually be placed there, you don't need a different connection. If you place anything else, just do this. As long as the forklift connection connects there, it's fine. But at some point you can't connect it anymore. Like it won't auto-connect it, and if you try to connect one, it should tell me too long. And that's fine. So you can place these factory connections or forklift garage in between, like so. Let's turn this off. But once you place a any forklift unit structure in between them, they are no longer directly connected, and you need a forklift to move everything from one side to the other. If they connect directly like these, from storage to unit, then they will just move the resources by themselves. But once it becomes too long, you have to connect them differently. You have to use forklifts, and forklifts just have a really low throughput. There are some mods that will help that, but not for everything. Like crops, you should never move crops via forklifts. That is not efficient and doesn't go anywhere. It's just don't do it. Trust me. I've tried it once. You can barely keep up. You're not going to fill up your factory lines, so it's not worth it. You always want to try to at least think about maximizing your production. That's what I'm doing here. If I can produce all 75 tons of uranium there that go in here, that should directly go into these two factories, and they should produce more than this one can output. So this one's my first export. Just something to plan on, but everything is completely dependent on your power supply and on your worker supply. The worker supply is the biggest one, and I will talk about more strategies there once we get to that point. But for right now, I still haven't built much because I'm trying to read some EXE19G, hi, how's it going? How many processing plants should I use per mine? Do the math. Always do the math. For everything that you want to build, all of these, you can look at, well, gravel quarry is a bad example, but you could have 40 workers in there, and every worker can produce 3.5 tons of quarried stone, but then they have to be transported by truck, so there's always a time in between the truck switch out where you don't produce anything. So gravel quarry may not be the best one, but here on the mines, they will tell you what the output is. And the output, all you have to worry about is then how many workers can you supply. You should never assume 100% of workers just because of how shifts work, but 80% of workers is a good number. And then you multiply that by your output, and then you know how much you should get every day, and then you just go down the list of how you want to do things. For example, it sounds like this one, where do 80% of workers at half a ton of raw bauxite. That's 20 workers, 40 workers, so about 20 tons of bauxite is what I can get. The processing plant can consume 125 tons, so 6 times that, so you would need 6 mines. These are rough numbers. You need 6 mines to max out the bauxite production plant, which only needs 25 people. That's awesome because the number of workers that are required here is pretty low, but then the number of buildings and the building material is pretty expensive, so setting this up is pretty costly. And you just do that with all your production chains, and I always recommend doing what I did just here. Start with one side of the chain. It doesn't matter if it's the beginning or the end, but don't start in the middle. Try to start on one side, and then you can do the math just along the way and figure out how you want to do things and why you need to do things that way. Gotta make it work. That's how it works. Is there a throughput limit on conveyors? I think it's 300 tons. I barely ever... I don't think I ever had to see that limit, and no, actually maybe 900 tons. It's a lot. I would be surprised if you ever reach it. Technically, you can run multiple consists or aggregates through the same conveyor, because technically they should dump everything that's dry off the conveyor belt and then are ready to receive another product and bring that anywhere else. So if you want to do that, that's fine, and you can even... The game lets you move the same or different aggregates on the same conveyor at the same time. It gets a little cheaty, but the throughput is so high that you don't actually have to worry about it. That's what I'm getting at. Josh, correct me wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong too, but you need to have workers working in the buildings in order for the products to move automatically via factory connection. Well, no, kind of, not, well, there are active and passive connections in the game. Active connections are engines, mostly. So everything, the easiest one to explain is this one. A conveyor engine can move product two ways. It once has an in on the top there and has three outs in this case. The in just pulls everything in and the out pushes everything away. This is an active connection. A passive connection is most or all of our buildings, and maybe all of our buildings. They will just receive product that you push in, and they will release product that you pull out, but they don't actively do anything. Now, if you put, for example, this guy, I put that in between here, two engines. This one will have product available, and the engine will pull out that product, and you will have zero storage or internal storage here, or zero internal export here. And it will pull it out of there, of the mine, and push it into the storage. The storage will receive it and is all happy. Then you have another engine here that will pull from this storage and push to these two units. For conveyor engines, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. A little weird is here. You now have just each factory produces something, and they will always put a little bit into the internal export and a little bit into the connected storage. Always a little bit, but it is some. And you will only produce while you have workers there. So the moving happens because you're producing stuff and it's split between the storages, and I think they try to split it the even percentage, but of the total percentage. So if you store 15 tons in your external tank and 150 tons in your storage that's connected to you, both of them are supposed to get 50% of whatever comes through. In that case, it will be 10 times more for the external storage than the export. So it gets really weird, but stuff should grow on both sides. Unless something is full, then you only fill the one thing. But you can move stuff without having workers in there. So yes, you do need workers to produce anything that gets put anywhere, but it has nothing to do with the actual moving of things, as far as I understand it. I may be wrong. It's totally possible. It happened before. So yeah, Josh, so if you're starting early and your stuff's not moving, that could be why. As you fill out your population width becomes less of an issue. Yeah, can be. Dennis, yes, the towers can transport 600 tons. I believe you. Back from my... Hey, you've missed all of the 6 buildings that I placed so far that I haven't built yet, Radomir. I'm starting with uranium. I actually haven't done nuclear power as a starting industry in a long time, so ever. So I wanted to do that. If you're producing enough to put out into internal storage, can another building still access that? No, other buildings, unless they're engines, will not pull from the internal export. I'm calling it that because if you look at any of our buildings, and let's look at the ones we have, if you look at the bottom left, it says aggregate storage import and open space storage export. The export is what goes out and the import is obviously what you pull in. But once it's in there, it has to be moved by an engine. The engine can also be a truck or a train. Thanks, Troy! Hey Joe, just a quick thank you for making my favorite videos for my favorite game. I love your tutorials. Well, thank you for joining in, and thanks for the bucket there. Really appreciate it. This is why I call it export and import, just because the buildings always differentiate that way. And once it's in the export pile of the building, you need an engine to remove it. So for example, farms, we can go there. And I don't want to make this too technical. If I'm explaining too much or talking too much about something that maybe not matter, let me know. But here for a farm, the 136 tons of crops that go into the export will not move automatically into the silo that's connected to it. But anything that you put on top of these 136 tons of crops, think of as a real silo. It's overflow, and it will just fall off and go into the external storage, which would be like a silo. So it's up to you. This is really just a one-time thing that will just stay there, and most of the time that's not a problem. Like your coal Coal quarries, I think they're in the export is only 15 tons. Coal mine. Aggregate storage export, 20 tons. You don't need an engine because everything that's over 20 tons will flow into the external storage anyways. It will just fall on the conveyor belt. It doesn't need an engine at that point. So, yeah, what's in the building needs an engine to be moved, but you don't necessarily have to move it. Josh, so, say I have a chemical plant, a warehouse, plastic plant, but only have stuff in the chemical plant internal storage. Will plastic plant still pull? No, nothing pulls through. It's only direct pulling, and the buildings, the structures, are not active or passive. They are on demand, but they can only demand from the next connection. They can't connect across buildings, if that makes sense. Using a lot of different terms here to explain the same thing is probably just confusing. Pro questions. I'm not a pro. I only have 1,000 hours on this. I still have people telling me that they played 2,000 hours and I'm doing things wrong, so there you go. I also have people that play 20 hours and tell me I'm doing things wrong, so there's that too. No, but please ask away. That's honestly why my channel exists. Just the tutorials helped me a lot with growing, and now I am where I am, and I'm pretty happy where I'm at. I would like to grow more, but honestly, I love to explain things. I love to teach things, even though video game teaching is not controversial, but it's a little weird. 21st century problems, like one of those. Yeah, I'm teaching kids play video games. I'm like, what? Yeah, no. It's fun. I love it. But yes, thank you, Troy. Much appreciated. Coco Bandicoot, you are there. Gosh, so you need stuff to get into that middle warehouse in order for a different building to use it. Yes, but you can just use the overflow like I just explained. It will literally just fall off the export storage of the previous building, then go to the next one. But it's only true for direct connections. You cannot push through other buildings either, if that makes sense. So if you would have these factory connections somewhere in between here, and there is no space in the export anymore, it will not push through this structure. It has to be pushed directly to the next structure, otherwise it doesn't work. Also, if you use actual forklift connections, I don't know if you can make that out from here, but it allows for a much longer distance, but your forklifts actually have to move this, which sometimes is okay and sometimes it's not. That's pretty simple. I'm going to catch up here and then we're going to start building more. Seraph, I believe that you know what you're doing. Yes. Chemical plant will fill the warehouse. Plastics factory will pull. Yes. You love the new update? What do you love the most? Tell me. Conversion plant. So you are producing... No, that's what we got this one. Production, UF6. And UF6 goes in containers, if I remember right. And then in nuclear fusion, fuel fabrication. Cool. Let's see. You can consume 2 tons. You can... That's what we're having. Okay, you need chemicals. It's such a small amount of chemicals, so I'm going to bring these in by truck. I may put a really small warehouse and connect it somewhere. I'm not sure yet, but probably a truck. I'm assuming there is... Radiation protected export. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, and it can house 9 tons of chemicals, and it only needs 0.21. Yeah, we're going to use a truck for this. That's ridiculous. Anyways, 0.96. Let's call it 1 ton of UF6. This one can use a quarter of that. And produce nuclear fuel, you need chemicals again and other stuff. Now, here I have a chance to put a small warehouse in between these to share the chemicals from. So I only need one way of delivering chemicals. Let's see if we can do that. So the export will be... Yeah, let's see. So this one uses the radiation, not irradiation, UF6. That's the main thing. I don't think I can put a warehouse here that would make sense unless I use forklifts. Maybe I use forklifts. Well, it's a small enough amount that it's fine. The investment there would be way higher than what you actually get out of it, but it's cool to build an industrial area just like that. And this is a live stream, so I'm not going to make anyone wait for 10 in-game years before we can build something. But I'm feeling that I want 2 of these to produce the maximum nuclear fuel, which is what we're going to export and use for power production, but that's on the other side. So yeah, let's figure this out. Space for vehicles container import. 97 square meters. Cool. Sounds great. Containers, where are you? I think you're down here. Space for vehicles containers. Large. Ooh. I'm saying ooh because this has a lot of connections. Actually has the same amount of connections as this one. Let's see. I have a feel. I would like to be able to connect 2 of those fuel processors, and I think I can do that. Not too long. See, what are you talking about? Fits right there. No problem. I can use 2 of those, but I have to place them like really far away, which I think may be okay. I still would like... I'm torn a little bit because of the chemicals, because this building over here, which is the conversion plant and the nuclear fuel fabrication, both need chemicals, which they can get via forklift probably. So I'll put you here. You can do all of this by trucks. Everyone can do whatever they want. You can all do all of this by truck. I would like to automate as much as possible, but I don't feel... Ooh. So the problem with forklift is they cannot move containers. So containers either have to be a direct connection, or they have to be moved by truck. Neither is really a problem. But I want to set this up. Oh, no. No. Stop thinking too hard. Just do what you're supposed to do. Put this one in here. I'll show you what I mean. What's going on there? Lucas. I collected my nuclear waste in my own storage. Storage was full and never radiation measurement was on the maximum. My people then outsourced the waste far away. Then it burned down, save money. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of expensive to export once it's done. The solar and the wind power. It is nice, but it's confusing because it interferes with your power grid, because when they're not in the same source location, then once the wind power turns on, it may push, especially when you import. I'm not sure how it works if you produce your own, but when you import, the wind power essentially pushes the current and the power of the imported power the other way, and that usually causes a small amount of no power available for places, which is especially annoying for like quarries, where you have excavators there that you want to fill up in the quarry, but if they don't have power for just a snap, they will just leave and go fill up somewhere else, which is really, really annoying. So, yes and no. Okay, factory connections. I apparently haven't used these in a really, really long time. So, forklift facility. I do not play without this. I won't. I just... There's no reason to. Use this like a normal person. There's forklift connection that can connect there. That I don't actually know that... Oh, these are for chemicals. I gotta remind myself. Can I... What do you export? You are maximum production per workday. Also a container. Ooh. Ooh. That means I can store the UF6 and the nuclear fuel in here, I believe. Because both of them should be containers. Unless I'm completely wrong... That's not how this works. I'm gonna have to verify that what I think is right. Let's spend a little bit of money. Build this real quick. And then that will verify if I can store everything container-wise in here. Actually, let's build this one too, while we're at it. I'm not gonna be worried about money for a while, so... Yeah, so you have a power supply, that's fine. Once this one is done... And I guess I should build this one too while I'm here. 96,000, sure. What am I saying? Yeah, no, I just want to verify that these are all containers that they produce, which I think they are, which means I can use this to do the rest of my transportation, and I can also have a container loading facility connected here if I wanted to, because I don't like sending my trucks to these connections if I can't avoid it. Do that. Let's get a rail in here because I will forget that there's a rail eventually. And have these kind of connected. Yep, that's fine. That's good. Now everything is done. We're out of a little bit of money, but that's okay. Let's see. Yes, you set a normal container type. Good. And you set a normal container type. That's all I wanted to verify. So everything container-wise can go in here. I don't like that I cannot define what I do and don't want to be stored in here. That may become an issue eventually, but I guess it's fine for right now. If you didn't know this, like 90-degree trick, sometimes they tell you can't do what you want to do, and you're like, no, all I want to do is load the thing, and you're like, oh, that's what you wanted to do. Yeah, just do a straight line, and then we connect to that 90 degrees, but we won't connect to something else 90 degrees because that could be confusing. There you go. What's going on over here? Solar wind flow, yes. Helicopter construction offices are so cool and so slow. I love them. They are amazing bus replacements. Amazing. They have so much capacity. They're so fast. You don't have to worry about the 4-hour travel and vehicle distance. All of that, they're great. But for plain cargo transport, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. I rather use a real construction office for that, but for workers, oh my gosh, they are the best. Does that sound like a 12-year-old girl there? Probably. Don't say oh my gosh on TV, on stream. No, that's wrong. Road comes out here. Let's make sure. I didn't add this to the mods. I think this is one of the things that I love, that I can just... Is this the right one? Yes. Right click on the star, and it will become one of the regulars. Nope. Oh, I don't need a road here. All I need here is just the regular 4-way. Can you... I would like this to not look completely horrid, so let's try this again. There you go. That's my spirit. So that one can connect there, and I would like one from over here as well. I don't think we need any road connection in there or rail or anything else, so this should be good. And then the last one, because I don't think I have to go very big here. I say I don't have to go very big here, but I will have to get chemicals in here in some fashion. I'll put one here, but I also... How many chemicals can go on a truck? Like 4 or 5 tons. No, this will be fine. Just a normal warehouse. We don't need the humongous warehouse. Nope. I saw a nice warehouse in my mod collection. We're going to use that. It's a nice and small little warehouse. Aggregate unloading. I want to use this so bad later. Warehouse. What do we have? Small oil. These two. No. Warehouse. Yes. Perfect. This is the size that I want it. And technically, I could even hook this up to a train if I really wanted to, because it is laid out that way. Yeah, maybe this is just fine. No, wait. I know this is just fine. We'll just see what I'm gonna do with it. Aw, you... No. What is it doing? Just let me cross the road there. Don't be whatever you're doing it. There you go. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. It's just nuclear science. Get you back up a little bit. Aww. A little excessive curve there, but I will allow it. We need to deliver some fuel over there once we get to that point, and this looks pretty appropriate. Now, this guy we're not going to connect to a nuclear power plant right away because that will go on this spot. What have I forgotten? A lot, actually, but not a lot at all, it seems. Footpath connection. So what do we have? We have options. That's what we have. I would say a rail station right here may get coverage of this whole area, minus the mine. The mine we can handle differently, even with the station. So why don't we find that out after I look at this over here? Alias already taking MT. I sold my nuclear waste to Russia. Excellent. That's where it goes. Troy, just saying, why can't the regular open storage have those side factory connections? They're such a pain. Yes, but we are in early access. I don't think they're going to go back and change every single vanilla building that they already have. They're just going to make sure that the new buildings that they build are better, and then eventually they will adjust a couple things there. Peter and I talked about that briefly. I don't expect... They're focusing more on content right now than on changing what's there. So give them some time. Eventually they will change their focus again. So it will happen. I'm not worried about that, and there are some mods out that will help. Should be good. Hey Hitty! Can you use a helicopter CO? CO provide just workers. Yeah. I mean, you assign what you want them to have as sources for any of the materials or resources, and I consider workers to be resources. So yes, you can do whatever you want. Forklift! You don't have the 8-lift garage. Yes, I do, but you don't need it for this. All they have to transport is 1 ton of chemicals every 2 months. And if that becomes a problem, I'll just connect another one there. Or am I going to regret that right away? I probably will. Let's see. Forklift factory. Garage. But this... It doesn't have a connection that says good. I don't like it. No, if I need it, I will place another forklift garage on there and that will be fine. Okay. Let's go to our train platform. And you have 2 options here. You can do the small one that looks like this, and the large one that looks like this. On the drop-off, it really technically doesn't matter which of these you use because apparently I couldn't say that word, because both of them are relatively the same functionality-wise. Practically. I like to use a bigger one because you get a little extra span between the footpaths, and that means you can reach a little longer for whatever you want to place. So just place this in a way that kind of works with everything. Doesn't have to be central, just central enough. Up here is maybe another location, but we already have the rail oriented this way, so let's plop that down here. And let's get some footpaths. One will definitely connect here. You can make these, what's it called? This one I'm glad they put this back in, that you now can cross rails regularly and you don't need an upper or over, but yeah, that works. Pedestrian Underpass. Yes, please. Oh, this is the out. Put one here. Put one here. Put this here. Let's see if I did that right. Yep, that's connected. Cool. Turn that off. F3, 4. I'm hearing a lot of stuff going on in the house. Sorry if you can hear that too. That should be done pretty soon. Hold on one sec. All right, I'm back. Don't worry. Nobody worry. Don't panic. You don't hear it? Oh, that's good. That's good. That's excellent. That's what I want. Let's put this one as crossing over there. So these are all connected. And one thing that I like to do just for this, not in a real game, but in this game I will do that. I will want to make sure that all of my footpathing is reachable for all the locations, because this could change my whole setup. Let's get that built quick. Get in there. I could turn on the cheat to let me build a little faster, but this is fine. So, just making sure everyone can walk everywhere where I want them to walk from here, and they can. Wonderful. You just have to make sure the same is true for up here. And honestly, I feel like since they are both pointing in an awkward location, we will just use another pedestrian underpass right here. Got a little air in my somewhere. I had too much lunch probably. Point that one there, point that one right next to here. That should be fine. Underground, turn on. Yeah, this feels like a right one. I was almost going to do like a little snaky thing, but I think that's unnecessary. And then we just hook up this guy. Again, build all of that. I love this button. This button is great. You just go, can you just build all of that and all of this and whatever is in between there? Let's see. Yeah, that one. Build all that. Cool. Get it done. And once all of this is built, and once we're actually done with this section, I will use home construction office and all that stuff because I love them. They're like one of the best parts of the game. Sorry, dog. And yeah, no, just making sure everything is connected. So if I drop a train off here, they will be able to get to this whole industrial area. And I'm planning on putting the nuclear power plant over on this side so we can also build it to connect there. The only thing I haven't connected yet is this guy. And I don't think it needed that many workers. Which means I could choose to use a small... Oh, 100. I can just use a small cableway connection up there. Maybe even just build a small village all on this side. And that should take care of everything I need, I think. And then we're good. So, yeah. The next thing I need to figure out... Two things, actually. The first thing, how many workers do I need for this area? And I could have done that earlier, but I didn't. Processing. We need 60 and 15. So call it 75. So 150 for these two. Then this guy, the conversion plant, needs 120. Call this 300 approximately. It doesn't have to be right. Or it doesn't have to be exact. So 300 plus another 120. So call it 420. Hold on. No, another 240. 420. 540. It's called 550 for shift reasons. So 550 for this section. There are 3 shifts, so you have to multiply this by 3. About 1,500 people in this area could make all of this work. I need 300 people for this one. I think it's just a village up here that's gonna just be my, what's it called? This one. What's this one? My mining village. Yes, that'll work. 1,500 people in this area. That means bigger trains or train... What are they called? They have a name. Yeah, you'll see what I mean when I get there. But that should be good. I think one thing that I definitely want, but I haven't built yet, is a cargo station for picking up the containers. It's just a little faster than not having it. I don't actually need this one. The big one is not necessary because one truck can probably do everything I need here. So let's just look here. Cargo station. Something small-ish. We have aggregate. Nope. Nope. You are smaller, but you may... Are you one of the bad ones? It can operate with stuff. What's this one? This one's the bad one. Don't use this road cargo station. This one is fine. I thought I had a smaller one than this, though, but apparently I don't. I am pretty sure this is not a through station, so if I just place that, I couldn't drive through it. Oh, come on. Let me... I know you want to. There's like one little red dot over there. Gosh. Okay, remove that. Favorite this. Build it in a location that makes enough sense. Can I put it here? I sure think I want to. Thank you. You didn't expect you to work, but you, I'm pretty sure you were going to work. Cool. Get this one in there. So now... I should build a bridge over this because I don't need this intersection to be blocked. I don't know what the best place is, but I need a truck now to bring stuff from here to over here, which we're going to build next. What's going on over here? Nobody's talking. That's okay. You don't have to. Unless, of course, my chat broke again, which wouldn't be the first time. Let me refresh that chat window and see what's happening. Nope, didn't miss anything. Excellent. Back to this. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Uranium. Let's, one thing before I forget, say everything that's already here can be planned for. We will build all of it at once we're done planning. Because we don't have to start producing anything until we have cities, and that will take a while anyways. Next. Nope, wrong button. Here. Energy related. We have built everything that's nuclear fabrication, and that's good. Oh, now someone's saying something. Squatter, man. Troy! Oh, do you have a list of recommended mods? I don't. I have a couple mods that I don't want to play without. The biggest ones are... Sorry, that was probably a loud sound. It's this one. The 1 to 3 mid conveyor and the 3 to 1 mid conveyor. They're great, and they have through stations. And then I like to use... on the medium voltage, there is a transformer that has a double connection for power. So you don't need to switch to connect these. Everything else, I think vanilla is fine, but you can use mods. There are great ones. But I do have a collection. I don't think I added it to this video description, but all of my episodes of my seasons have the mod collection link in them, so just go for them. They're all the mods that I have in here. Literally all of them. 6 pages of them. Yeah, but the ones that I've starred here, and there's a couple of forklift connections. Here's the thing. I think mods are taste. Sometimes you just want mods that make the game easier. Sometimes you want mods that make your life easier. Sometimes you want mods that do X, Y, Z. And all of that is great. Just find your taste and figure out how you want to do things and then do them that way. I think that's totally fine. Yeah. And that's fine. I don't like to use factory mods because honestly the vanilla ones are okay. They're a little big in the beginning and then I like to go smaller. But there are a lot of residential mods where you can cram a lot more people in a smaller area. Sometimes that's good, like skyscraper type things. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes not. So just figure out what you like. That's my recommendations on that. Radomir, the chat is fine. We are just awestruck. Oh boy. Squatterman is a sick figure that are on cave paintings. TIL. Thank you. Okay, single, nope. Twin, yep. Obviously, power will go out that way. Okay. Why? Look at this. All of the footpath connections are awkward from this direction. I don't love it. I guess it doesn't matter anymore since we have the footpath upgrades as we have them. That's wonderful. Wow, that's slow. I just wanted them to be a little more better. I need more, I want the connections to be more dynamic. I do realize that's a complaint. I don't think this game has a lot of complaints, but I do realize that a lot of people, sharp turn, what are you talking about? I do realize, get your stuff together. I do realize a lot of people ask for that, for just more dynamic things because often the connections aren't great. Like the options that you have, there's a bug. If you build a road and you sometimes connect to a footpath, then you can no longer build a road. You just have to restart it. It's just a little silly. It's okay. Could be worse. Can we please do a raised bridge? Because I'm not the biggest fan of just plopping a bridge wherever I stand. We're probably not gonna make this work. Are you just gonna be floating there? I saw you green. Nope. Nope. It's like, nope, not happening. What are you doing? Let's try this one. Nope. I could do that. Nope. I'm not gonna play around with a bridge for too long. I'm not Kernel Failure. This is not a bridge episode. This is just... It's funny what the ground texture does when you do this. Oh, come on, let me over there. No, I don't want to go any higher. Let's do F2. Go to the highest spot here and... Nope. Curved bridges. What about you? Alright, that's what we're gonna do. We can put a post there. I got it. Yep. Oh. I didn't want to bury all of the infrastructure underneath the... Ooh, there's one. That'll do. There's no way you're gonna connect, will you? Nope. However... Haha! I did the thing. All I want is to not get stuck with the truck on the intersection there, and we did that. Let's go down here, and then a nice light turn. Actually, the snapping tool is actually pretty good for making fast junctions, because I won't slow down very much there. Now this is a little sharper than I need it. Boop. Come on. There you go. Doesn't have to be complicated. Alright, so that is here. The next one, there's a footpath there, but obviously we don't need that because all we can do is just connect straight into there, and I am pretty certain that there's no problem. I am scared myself there because I was like, wait, you're not connecting. Why are you not connecting? Because it's not built yet. So 267. So now everything here can be dropped off directly by this train there. I realized that whatever I did here and thought I did a good job, I did a terrible job because there's more train to be had. Get this one straight out here. This one straight out here. Ideally, ooh, I like this. I do like when I can build a turnaround. Aw, you're not straight. Do this. Take this back just a little bit. Turn around here. Okay, just a little more straight. 90 degrees there, and then connect. Aha! Ew. Aha! Yes. I'm not good at the full circle going the other way, so this is the best I can do. A half circle with a straight. Beautiful. Now I have to fix this one again. More bridge building. Beautiful. Turn this one on. See if we can get to the same height-ish. I think we can. Can we... Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, yeah. Don't do anything funk. Just... I think one of my excavators is out of fuel because I had it run earlier, and now it's just being silly. What I probably... No, I don't want to do that. We'll just do the same thing again. Yep, that turn is fine. Connect here just a little later. See? No problem. Fix it all. So how long does it take to plan a simple industrial area? As long as you have time for. It's just, I mean, technically, we haven't even built anything. We're just really planning the planning stage of planning. And when planning is over, the game will begin. And once the game begins, everything is over. This is not going to work. Nope. This distance from here to here, no train is going to fit into that. So let's not even go there. This is not much better, but it's a little better. So that's what we're gonna go with. Sorry, I'm still having a lot of air in my somewhere. So there you go. For this area, it will be a very good idea to have a fire station. You know what happens when a nuclear power plant catches on fire? Me neither, but I think it's not good. I wish there was a TV show or something historically that will tell you if it's good or bad. Being facetious there. Yes, indeed. You go over there, you go over here. Let's see. Fire station, where is a good spot for you? You're connecting to this, but you're not connecting to all of this. This? There's not going to be a main connection here. What does that mean? That means that I don't think I need to worry about rail crossing here. But I probably should. These two can also go out this way, and this can become a bridge. Or, no, this can just become a bridge. Yep. Let's get this all out of this section. You just go here-ish. Cool. Yep, ish. That's right. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Get you back there. A little more. A little more. There's your rail. Connect right there. This one... I'm okay with that. I am very okay with that. And then on this side, I would be very comfortable if we just have a crossing right here, so we don't have to worry about having this recross, because it's not... The passenger train doesn't have to cross simply because it will be very long, ideally. Because we also already said 1500 for this side. What is the power plant? And there we need educated and uneducated, so that will be another challenge that I have to figure out. Maybe we use some helicopters to bring some people down here. Ouchies. Only 120, so 300 more, so about 2,000 people is what we need for workers in this area plus a city, so 2,500 for a city is honestly a pretty good size. It's not bad at all. So this is all here, and then let's do what I just talked about, get a fire station. That's not where fire stations are. Here you go, fire station. You can totally use, at this point, you can totally use a modded one. But I really like the regular fire station. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, so that's what we're using. Good, that one is in there. Technically now, you will get power from here, but you have to get this kick-started, otherwise, no power for you. And that will be bad. What did I say here? I wanted to have a bridge. Yeah, let's have another bridge, why don't we? Which also makes me think this one should probably be more straight. Oh my. I'm gonna get into pretty stuff here that I don't know anything about. But if you... Yeah, let's make this pretty. Why don't we? So you can be on that height. That's good. Let's get you up here. There-ish. That's a good start. I'm not too worried about rail being ugly right now, simply because you can fix that by just placing a signal there, and I will show you that once we get to that point, I think. 1, 2? No. 1. No. This is kind of straight. And then all I want from you is to connect there and then... Aw, you! You know you want to. There you go. That wasn't hard. Get you in there and then you just connect right here. Beautiful! I think this is almost pretty! If anyone wants to call it that. So all the rails connected here, excellent, turn that off. All the rails connected there. This rail still has to somehow finagle itself into there, but I think that will be fine. Hey Chris, if you go to the beginning of the recording, I talk about that a little bit, but essentially, I didn't have a plan. The plan now is to build out a full nuclear power industrial area setup thingamabob. And maybe use this as a starting setup for future live streams. And I have some time today, maybe 3 hours, so we barely have half the way in. And this felt like the right place to get started and to do something with. So, yeah, here we are, building things. This is just a nuclear setup. So, what is the internal storage of a nuclear power plant? You can store, import a lot and export some. I can use the same truck to transport stuff in between these and have the nuclear waste also be stored here and then picked up. Perfect! So all we need is just the truck to go in between here and always do the thing that I will tell it to do. Easy enough. I will probably use 2 trucks, one to import, one to empty this and one to empty this side. Easy. Yeah, that's good. We're still missing 2 of the cooling towers. Honestly, I don't know if you need to. I just want to use 2, because 2 is better than 1. I'm sure someone said that at some point. There's a rock right there. I don't want to have to build on the rock. And why? Who put this road here? Blocking all progress. So put 1 here. Oh, come on. Let me just place it and then go into the rock a little more into the rock. All I'm trying to do is connect it enough that I can place the road there, but also connect the pipe without going too weird. The pipe on this side. That was yellow. I saw it. Just let me have it. I don't want to make my episodes just a landscaping episode, because yes, you can do it. I've proven that now many times, but it's just not that cool to look at. What we have here. Yeah, do this. Perfect. You're doing it. What's your problem? Building in the way. There is no building. What are you? Oh, what are you? There. Saw it. Do that. Yes. Yes. I am very proud of you. What are you thinking of? Just connect. Yes, you connect. All this is a fire station connection road. We will upgrade this to probably asphalt later on because it is a relatively important area. Great, pipes. Pipes, pipes, pipes. Now let's place the other tower first. Sure, we'll do this. That looks like it's lining up with the outputs better. Put that one there. This one has to be connected. Too steep? No, gross. Okay. Why is that a swan neck? It's fine, nobody can tell. What else is going on here? Bad delinquent, can I ask you, chat, can I get goods to a truck cargo station via forklifts? Or does it need to have direct tracking connections? Both. You can do both. You can use forklifts to move it there. It's just a lot slower, simply because how low the volumes for forklifts are. But you can technically do both. So, you do you. That's all I got. Aw, you can totally do this. There you go. Proud of you. Now this one, make it row. Oh, nice! It's like a straight line. Sweet. 1, 2. Press E twice. Get over. All I want is to get over this. 1, 2. Cool. Turn off snapping. Go over the road. Get close to this. Turn snapping back on. And snap down here. All the way past there, and then snap in there. Yep, could be worse. I'm good with that. Okay, I think I need a drink. And this area is done. Everything export-wise will go out of here. There's a truck connection, a truck cargo station there. I could probably put another cargo station right here. Wouldn't be the end of the world, wouldn't be the best of the world. It's fine. Right now I'm planning on just picking up directly from the factory. That feels right. All of this will radiate it pretty hard, so don't live there. But we need to start thinking about where the city is. What would be cool if we put a harbor here, or getting more people in. But we have to get it started first. Yes, okay. Where is a good spot for having a city? I think out here is probably far enough away, so why don't we? 2,500. I think I can get away with a normal shopping center. Yep, let's do that. Wow, we had awesome burrito bowls today, and they're saying hi. Oh, I don't have a construction office in this area. Yeah, that makes sense. Bad delinquent, lovely, thank you very much. You're welcome. Alias already taken. I wonder why they didn't simply have inputs and outputs on all 4 sides. Well, let me tell you, the game when it first came out, March of 2018, it may be wrong, but I'm gonna say March of 2018 was very different than the game today. It was a lot harder to place anything, it was a lot easier to mess something up, and it was a lot more impossible to rectify anything at all. So, the way the game plays today is pretty awesome. Now, the vanilla buildings, when they started it, I'm sure they were just thinking about, well, all we need is this. And then they built this. And then it turns out this was not enough to do whatever they needed with. So, yeah, it just evolved to a point where people are now like, well, we really need this, and we really want this, and this. Which is all fair. But for developers at that stage, they did the right thing, the way they built it. I think, personal opinion. You can have a different opinion, but I talked to them actually about this. With the new update with airplanes and now with helicopters, you can do this. Once this is done, I think. So you can place things really close to buildings, and then they become that building. I asked them if they were planning on doing this with storages, and there's too much going on that they can't. They tried to implement that, but they just can't go that route, at least not at this point. And I think at some point I just have to respect that, because this would be really cool if instead of having these weird connections, you could simply go, I want a medium storage right on here now, and then just connect it to the building, and then that's all you need to do. That would be pretty sweet on any corner, anywhere you want it, but that's not the game we're in. Maybe at some point a modder can find out a way to do that. But as far as I understand, there's too much code that would fight against this, that it's really not worth changing all of that. And I think I gotta respect that, and that's fine. I'm looking at this. I think either right here or right here would be a great spot for an interstate connection, but we'll get there later. We can use this to build some roads later on. We don't need that right away. Okay. I will also need a rail connection somewhere. Where are we? I think I'm looking at the wrong side of the map. I'll need to go this way. What do we have there? Oh, single rail connection. That's good. That's something. No rail connection. So we are definitely going here, or there's power over here. And honestly, normally I look at this first, but not today. So yeah, we're gonna export here unless I'm exporting via ship. Which is not... No, ships for uranium, no. Anything nuclear power related, ships, I don't think that's what we need or want. So let's not go that route. Andre! I did say that right, I think. Did you know you don't have to connect residential buildings with roads? The pathway is enough. Yes. A lot of people tell me that. I don't like it. Two reasons. One, in a lot of places it feels unnatural, but I know it's possible. Two, there are still a lot of mods and buildings out where a residential path is not enough. And that has to do... Let's see if I can show you one. Yes, with these parking spots. Map, go away. These parking spots that have X's on it. If your building has an X connected to it, a footpath is not enough to get to it, and emergency vehicles cannot get to that unless there's a road connection. Okay, fair enough, so every time they have an X, you have to place this. But if you start in the habit of, well, I only have to connect residential buildings with a footpath, and then you come across one that may be important that has this X on it, maybe because a modder used a model that started with an X and then didn't remove the X in code because they didn't know how, or they just forgot, or something else, then I don't want to be running into trouble with my Republic because there was a thing that was wrong that I just assumed I was doing the right thing. So instead of getting into that whole back and forth and possibility of even having that issue, I rather just don't. So I always choose to connect a road connection unless there's no road connection connected to that building, and then I will skip the road connection. Otherwise, always road connection for me. Just personal preference. It's the same thing why I say always chain in and always block out, even when you don't necessarily need it in the big cloverleaf junctions. I think it's worth to just have a standard and sticking with that instead of jumping in between standards and then just forgetting something later on. Just helps. It's a little better. Personal opinion, you do whatever you want. I do understand that you can make it more compact, but I guess Jan is not here. But he had a very good point. Usually city planning has blocks of really compact areas, but then there's also blocks of way more spaced out residential areas or other utilizations of that area with taller buildings, shorter buildings, and all that stuff. And if you leave a little more space, it makes the game actually look a little prettier. I started with that with Season 2. And I liked it. I did a little bit with the pretty season too, but the pretty season obviously didn't last that long. Ran over. That's all I have. The game will notify you indeed. Yes, Peter added that, but I don't think that is enough for me to pay attention to it because often I don't just build one or two things. They will eventually get done and then I have to click on the building, or I guess even if there is a notification right now, I don't look at the notifications as they exist. There's too many. There's too many. They're not grouped and they're hard to see of what they are. So the only thing right now I care about is your building burn down. But since we have blueprints now, after building burn downs, all I need to make sure is that I have a construction office that is assigned to it afterwards. So as long as you build your Republic fine and pay attention to the notifications every once in a while, it's good enough. So just for that reason, I don't pay enough attention to those notifications and it wouldn't be enough for me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking a lot. I have opinions. Bad Delinquent. Would be cool if you could use fences, walls to unite industries to greater company of sorts, so they are able to transfer goods within faster, easier. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something they're thinking about, just because the next update with militia and orphanages and other things, I think police was in there too, may change the game a lot. So far we only got new resources and vehicles and buildings and like stuff related to producing, but we haven't gotten any update that was related to social. And now we're taking the social aspects. There are global events and all of that, but I think I don't have any real information there. Peter didn't tell me anything, but I think this update will be different than any of the updates that we've seen so far, and I'm excited about that. Just, hey, let's add another whole dimension to the game that nobody even had to think of, and I would also think this little guy, government loyalty, will actually have an impact now. Because right now it's technically not implemented. It exists, it's calculated, it creates a bar, but it doesn't do anything. So, no, I'm very excited about the next update. Very, very. What else is up here? Andre, game will, yes, alias not taken. Also looks better having not a jumble of different types. Yes, I do try to keep the buildings in the same area to be the same. Across the city, something similar, but not necessarily the same. But yeah, I don't like to mix them too much anymore. I did that in the beginning, and that's fine if you do that. But I don't do that anymore. What do we have here? Train station, 1,500 passengers. That's a perfect number for what I need. Debating if I want a modded one or not. Nope. You have to build excavators before you can actually use them. Did you know that? Yes, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just enough that it's working. Okay, train. Right here. I also don't like terraforming everything. I'm okay with terraforming a couple things in a new area, but I don't just want to terraform the whole thing that everything is flat and I can place things. You do need that when you want to build something on very uneven ground and you want to make it really packed. But because of reasons already described, I'm not a big fan of that. And that's okay. So, Straprami will be our export. And I think there's a big tunnel opportunity here. There is, I think this, going this way, is a little more natural, and it would go by whatever village we put there. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Let's place a little guideline here. I don't want to turn on auto terraforming, auto building, and all that stuff, but if I have to, I will. Do I actually have to? No, I can just place another construction office near it, because you don't use fuel while you are paused. So take advantage of that. This looks like a pretty straight shot. Let's see. I don't want this to look super cattywampers. So let's help this a little bit. When you place rail and you build a gully like that, make sure you wiggle it around a little bit if you want to place your other rail right next to it. Otherwise, it is possible, even now with snapping, that your rail will not fit. Okay, you are still not quite there. This feels right. Yep. Excellent. And come out here. Nope. Can I get you? I'm pretty sure we can fit this. Yes, this is just another thing of, in the beginning, everything was so much harder to place, and now it's just, yeah, this is fine. I can do this. Okay, so that's the angle that you want. Got it. Understood. Yep, that's great. And then I think here's a natural crossing point because we already have a little gully. Turn that on. Yeah, this is an okay gully, I should say. What do we have? This guy. Are we in range of anyone? Yes, we are. Cool. Really only need to go up on this side. We don't need to go up on the other side anymore. I do like these truss bridges. They are great. I do want to use the other truss bridge. It is great. No, I want 2 pillars. Don't be 2 pillars, please. Technically, you are giving me 2 pillars. That looks horrible. So no, we're gonna use this one. All right, talk me into it. That's fine. I will say, because there's a big mountain right here, and just mountainous terrain, that we're not gonna run a train line into there. So this only has to be a relatively simple junction. That's what we're gonna call it. When you build these, I recommend going out a little further than where you are. That gives you a little more arc. Turn around, do the same thing on this side. There's that one. And we're placing these to have non-blocking junctions for all your train routes. All your train needs, because that is the best way to go. Often the only problem that you run into if you build train lines is that trains block junction that the next train needs to get to wherever they want to go, and they're just blocked by the train in front of them. You can avoid that by building junctions like this. And we make this relatively straight. I think so. Same thing on this side. Why is it so much longer than the first one? Take this back. Put this in here. Is this really boring for everyone? I do skip over this when I record things, just because I have done this now so many times, and you're probably getting sick of it, but I also feel every once in a while there's still people that haven't seen it, and then it's nice to give them a refresher. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, but I can see how sometimes it may get a little more boring than it needs to be. This one will just make a simple single junction. One thing that I say almost every time I build track: build the inside curve first. Because usually that translates to you can connect the outside curve pretty easy, like this. But if you build the outside one first, you usually can't connect at a good angle to the inside curve. So there you go. What we got here? Andre, I would like TV, radio, Communist HQ would be more useful. Yeah, absolutely. I think Communist HQ is probably a great candidate for the next update with police to become more important. And TV, radio is important right now, but only if you don't supply everything else. But you can use it, but once you turn those on, you need to supply electronics to your citizens, otherwise they can't listen or watch you. Which I think is a pretty cool mechanic in and of itself. Stefan! Sorry if you got asked this, but is this the kickstart to Season 3, or is this just a random session for fun? It is a very random session for fun that may become the regular live stream Workers and Resources map that we will play again. But I don't know yet. I'm also considering using Season 2 as a live stream to just fix a couple things there and make a little more money and not completely forget about Season 2, because there are a couple good things about it. And yeah, I'm not finishing Season 2, but I don't want to forget about it either. I do hope that everyone understands why I'm going to Season 3 and skipping Season 2. It's just, the big thing for me, the fun of recording it goes away when I can't play the game for 10 hours because I have to wait until something gets done. And if anything goes wrong, like a bus gets stuck somewhere, or something is blocked, or something just didn't get enough, and you lose all your citizens and you have to revert to the last actual save when you interacted with the game like 10 hours ago, and you run for another 10 hours, yes, it's partially my fault, but I'm really not playing the game. I would like to play the game with you, and Season 2 doesn't let me do that right now simply because of the rate of progress. And it's just too many things missing for me. They're all my fault, and that's totally fine. I just want to do it differently, and I think if I have more fun, you will have more fun watching. And I'm pretty certain that is true. Okay, I'm building something over here. What else is going on? Fat delinquent, absolutely. Wouldn't be surprised if low political loyalty would cause uprising which have to be crushed, which would like NATO unhappy and set trade embargoes and something and play potentials. Yes. So one of the things I read in one of the discords was that the loyalty may be used for internal stability, like riots and other things, and demonstrations. And if it's too bad, NATO may sanction you by closing borders, or even the USSR will close borders, which should affect your tourists, which is one of the most lucrative incomes, and may also change tariffs on materials and cargo, or even just completely cut it off. So if you build an economy that's only based on one currency, maybe that border is just closed at some point and then you're just screwed. I think there's a lot of potential in that whole system and the whole global events and everything that works into that, which is what I mean, the social aspect of the game, because right now social doesn't matter. Social is just it doesn't exist yet, and I think the next update will add that. And I'm really excited about that, because that means I have to relearn everything. There's no more strategy that I've been using that will be appropriate, and all of that will be awesome. I am so excited. When it comes to trains, I keep building roundabouts. Roundabouts are terrible for trains. Season 1, episode 10, I think I built the first roundabout close to the border. It is a big bottleneck for high volume train traffic. It works up to a certain point, but once you have a train wait there for more than a second, you will start getting having problems, and it's just not good. It's great, honestly, it's great for an exit for a rail construction office, but in general, I find these non-blocking junction designs, and there are a lot, and I think I shared that. Did I share that? Maybe it's on the Discord. But Jan actually commented on a Wikipedia article, or with a Wikipedia article about junction designs, especially for trains. And there are a lot. Like, these are just my normal ones, and you have trumpets and butterflies that I use a lot. But there are a lot more than that. I have a lot more crossing over and under and through. And now that we have curved bridges, and actually, I need to try something. Because if you watched the preview for, or the announcement trailer, oh, built railway tunnel. The announcement trailer for 817 that just came out, tunnels are now curvable, which I didn't realize that was a thing. Usually because I avoid building tunnels if I can, but I think I just saw it already. Tunnels above the terrain at some... Where are you above the terrain? There's nothing above terrain. Just turn on this. Okay, go a little closer to wherever the tunnel entrance will be. Use the tunnel. Thank you. There we are. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. F3. Curved tunnels. I didn't know they were a thing. They are a thing. I'm kind of excited. I only saw that there was a small preview of this in the video, and I was just like, what? So I talked to him briefly, and he said, wait, it's not in there? I just never used it, but it's great that it's there. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but it's great that it's there. Love it that it's there. Anyways, let's build a city for 2,500 people. We're going to use the big, honking... Let's use the real roads right away. I don't want to mess with this. Does always work. You're probably adding height to the wrong location, but that's okay. Put one here. We're going to just cross behind. We will, after I place the next road. Yeah. Lots of terraforming. I'll survive. We'll be fine. Yeah, totally. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, everything. That is the risk of doing things the way I do them, because I don't want to over-terraform everything. I like the natural shape of the maps. I really do. So put you here, and this is more on flat ground anyway, so that's good. Can I get you out of this? Yeah, I can. No problem. That one there, that one here. And then connect this one, because somewhere we need a connection, and I'm not planning on running the passenger line out of this city, so this should be fine, which means we need a crossing somewhere here. That is okay. Let's use this as our main road. Why don't we? Connect everything to this and just have a centralized... The centralized required buildings more here. I think that will be good. I don't need this road anymore. That's nice. What's going on over here? Riots are used for tanks finally. Well, if military gets implemented, there you go. What else do we have? Tartuffle protests. How will they put that in graphically? I have no idea. I'll let them do their thing. I'm sure it's complex. Stefan, so let me get this straight. You will tweak revise Season 2, then there's Season 3, which you will start in June, and now there will be a map that you will only play on when you live stream. No. Either I'm going to keep playing on this map live streaming, or I'm going to use Season 2's map on live stream. I don't know yet. But I'm not going to run a lot of things at the same time. I will use one extra map besides Season 3 that I will play on. I will simply just get confused. And actually, starting June 16th, I won't be able to record anything for 4.5 weeks because of reasons. And at that time, I already have stuff pre-recorded, and I probably won't be able to do much streaming or recording or anything. There may be an hour or two that I have in between where I could do something, but I can't plan on that because I simply don't know. So in all that time, I don't want to move ahead too much with everything, but when I have time to do something, I would like to grab something that is at least interesting to everyone, that people actually want to watch, that I could just pick up at any time. And it could be this map, or it could be the Season 2 map that I could fix and improve and move along a little bit. I haven't decided that yet. If that completely backfires, then I won't do that. But for right now, I think that is my plan. That's what I want to do. We'll just see how that goes. Right? Yes. A store, to me, is most important in the beginning. Yes, all the roads, totally I meant to build them right away. Cinema is not required, but I am happy to have it. Also, one of the things that you should consider when you build all of this, why didn't you build that? Is that if your buildings are in range of a station, like a train station, which we have here, then there's also, I don't have bulldozers. There's also a good chance that your citizens will go out to the station. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll do it different. That they will go out to the station and wait there for something to happen. And then after that hour where nothing happens, they will go to anything that's in range of that station at that point. So it can help you do whatever you need to do. No, I don't want to raise it. I want to lower it, actually. What's the problem here? Why can you not connect there? Weird. Lower. Lower all of this. F2. Thank you. I said I don't want to terraform, but then I terraformed the wrong way. And now everything is just screwed up. So let's try this again. Good road. Why are you not... Oh, I broke you. Oopsies. Okay, try it again. Not that one. This one. Cinema. And again, I know that this is not strictly a necessary building, but I prefer having it. Yay! You fit. And you will just fit there, and you just do your thing here. Cool. A little wavy now, but that's okay. Alright. So we have that one, this one, that one. I think there are two more buildings that I always care about. Regular school. I prefer having you more centralized. I'm probably going to put most of my residential buildings on these 3 blocks. That should be good. You don't need a real road because you will be connected by footpaths. Yep, easy, easy, very good. Speaking of footpaths, can we get one through here? Yes, we can. They don't have to be connected right away, they just have to be connected good enough. Like that and that. Beautiful. Did it. Connect this one there, and this one there should be good. This one can go in there. That should be good. Probably just to this side. All that should be okay. All right. And then the things that I always forget is a pool. Very important. Very, very, very important, actually. Could I have made you a real road now? No, I don't want to. Oh, come on. Let me build something over here. That rock out. Okay. Now, place the pool again. That wasn't that complicated. Could have done that the first time. That probably means these roads have to be real roads again, but this all looks good now. I think I can actually put a university over here. Why university right now? Well, funny you ask. Ooh, that's a really big one. Technical's alright, all I need. I want to place this here because all the nuclear industry requires a lot of educated workers. I don't want to invite only educated workers right away, but it's something that I'm not going to get away from. F4? Nope. Yes. Cool. So putting a university here should help me turn every student or every potential student that I have into an actual scholar, and that should help me long run with this map at least. I have a feeling this is not high enough. Nope. So instead of going up, we're gonna go down. That's why you got a lot of options. What we have here, yes, that one. You can go that way, and you will go this way. Why don't you want to connect there? Nope, that's the right way. I'm guessing that it's just too steep. F3, tunnel, you to here, cool. And then F4 for this connection. Yep, you're not happy. Road. We're gonna run something at the end of today. That's what I want to do. So we are going to do that. Let me go. No, stop what you're doing. Just making everything complicated. Do this. Yeah, all excavators, come out here. Lower everything so I can put a road there that can connect to the footpath. I will say I like that they changed the footpath logics, that you can no longer put it at a humongous mountain. And they will just go, oh yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Oh, you want it right there? Yeah, that's fine. No problem. I like that you now have to fight it a little bit to get it situated right. I just think that's the right thing to do. That's fine. What we got here? Jose Ramirez Ramos. I don't know how, but my computer is alive again. Just unplugged all the parts and plugged them back in. Yep, that would be a power flush, I think that's what they call it in some places. But yes, that's why if you call IT at any point, at any job, for anything, they will often tell you, have you tried turning it on and off again? Because that's what it does. It just resets a bunch of components that need resetting. It's great. Okay, that's there. That's there. Water. Wow, talking for 2 hours is actually, I wouldn't say hard, but it does take something. Water. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, what have I not built? I haven't built kindergartens, and I always wait until the end and place them after my residential buildings are done, simply because they're usually not needed before then. 174 for bricks. I kind of like this. Yeah, let's go with this today. Put one there, put one there. Leave some space in between so I can put something else there. Actually, let's do this. Yes, I like it. Put one of these here, put one of these here. And I should count people. So these are 175, so 350 per 2. These are only 41, so 80. So both together are 400. That's not a lot. These small ones may not be worth it. But they'll make it look interesting, and that's good enough. So now we have 400 in this one. 400 in this one. Get our road. Please connect. Thank you. Please connect. Please connect. Please. Let's not do that one first. Let's do this one. This one. This one. This one. And this one. No. F4. Yep. Ooh, pretty. Perfect. Just where I wanted it. So those should be good, and then give you another connection to this footpath. I kind of planned it this way, but I couldn't have hoped for it to come out better than that. So that should be good. This one can connect directly there. I like it. May as well give these guys a chance to connect to that. You can come out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this one. This is great. Just more foot connections. That should be good. All of them should be in range of everything that's going on here. Excellent. Let's do something maybe the same or similar on this side. What's going on? Throw yeah, something to say over there. I like it. Ooh, 162. Me likey. Yeah. Place you there. I don't want the footpath connections usually right away. If I play for real, like just hard mode, then the foot connections like that usually mean that everything else is connected really crappy, and it's just, it's not right. It's never right. You're blocking in the road connections in a way that don't make much sense, and that's a problem. Have you here, have you there. Actually, these three are probably going to be out of range for everything, but I have a plan for that. We are not worried about money right now, so I may do something a little funky. It'll be fine, trust me. Turn you around. Nope, that's not the building we built earlier. This is 41. This is the one. Yeah, see? I don't know what I'm doing. Put one there, put one here. I would be very amazed if all of these will connect right away the way I need them to, but let's see. Oh, yeah, I saw yellow. Yellow means we can make this work. And don't get me wrong, if you are the one that gives me the most trouble here, we will just skip this whole bottom part off this build. No. Why did you build on a hill? Okay, you're just gone. I don't need you. You're fine. Do the same thing here. I mean, not the same thing. Do it that it actually works. That's good. That's good. Connect this side. Nice. And on this side, we're going to connect the footpath differently, and I'll show you why. Well, I can tell you why. These roads, these asphalt roads with lights have a lot higher walking speed than the gravel paths, a lot higher. 3% higher, which means they will allow you to get further, a little further. So we're going to use them. I still have a feeling take this away. That this building down here is not going to be in range of anything at all, actually. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. This should be good, and then I'm thinking this is a good spot. And this is a good spot for a trolley bus. Both of them should be in range of this, and I can just tell workers at least to go here, and students actually to go there as well. And this will be our central location to do anything. So let's find a trolley bus stop. Current passengers should be more than enough. Plop you in. Actually, plop you in a way that makes sense, where you can actually connect to something right away. I think there is good. Cool. Yeah, we will upgrade that to trolley bus road when it's appropriate. Same thing up here. Excellent. Plop 4 as footpath. Right here. Connect you there. This all looks plausible to me. If you ask me, that is. You don't want to connect to anything, do you? Nope, that's fine. We don't need you to. Maybe on this side. Yeah, no problem. There you go. Footpaths are good. You... don't fight me. I would like to go through there, but I don't think it's going to allow me to, and that is alright as well. This one probably wants to connect here, so it's a little more direct route there. Here, there, everywhere, and what do we have now? These are 162, right? What did I build? What did I even build here? 162. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times, so 600, 960. About, well, let's call it 1,000. Plus another 40, 80, 160, 200. I think these all together should give us... what? What exactly? So 40, 80. Adding another 200 here, 1,000, so 1,200 here. The big one is 174, so 350, 700, another little bit, so 900. We're still a little short. Let's get a couple more buildings going in this area, or these two areas. Nope, this one's already too far away because I put the university there. I think we can use this. Just what buildings? I think I need to go with the high compact brick buildings. Yep. We need about, what, 5 more? 10 more? 5 more. 5 more is almost 1,000. It should be enough. Here we're not going to plan with the buildings in the middle. I think that will be okay. Yep. I like it. I like my plan now. This one and this one. Actually, I expected you not to fit there, but I'm happy that you did. So connect these first every time, because if these don't work, you can't make anything else work. And once they work, you should be able to have a node in between that lets you connect them with the rest of the road. So just personal note there. Nope, you are not helping. I'm making a point here. Just let me make my point. Connect there, good. Connect middle road to right there. Not complicated, not complicated at all. Actually connected there. Because this is a little more aligned. Cool. Then, really terrible groundwork here. Whoever did this should probably be fired. Aw. This. Let me out. Okay. Okay. I don't like inching around with these. It feels dirty. It feels very dirty. There you go. Go there. This one hopefully can get out here. Yep. That one can connect there. This one. Just connect here. That should be good. Actually, I like this. I like that thought. Just add more connectivity to everyone. Should be good. Get you out that way, that way. Ah, come on. Too steep of a descent. And there we go. I knew you wanted to. And connect there. Yeah. This feels pretty good, honestly. These... Nope. I just don't have angles to do what I need to do there. That should be good. Also, mostly footpaths, so let's build those. Or assign those, not build those. Get those in there. What happened over here? Michael, perfection. About that giveaway, what is time in your country? It's 4:18, 19 now. Yes, let's do... Why don't we? I'll give you a couple minutes though, because my problem is I want to make it fair for everyone. To make it fair for everyone, I need to be able to see who did something first, and I need to be able to see who did something first, and I need to be able to contact you afterwards. If I can't contact you, it doesn't matter if you have the right answer, because that's just how it is. So, for that reason, I need you to go follow me on Twitter. It's my easiest way to contact you. We could also use the email address that I have for the channel, but it's... I don't know, I think it's slower and less... Are we really live? Yes, we are really live. What do you think? Are we really live? I'm reading the chat the whole time. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. It's my easiest way to do it. I'll give you 5 minutes for that. I will try to think of something. I feel like it shouldn't be too game related, because the giveaway is for Workers and Resources, Keem on Steam. Which technically should mean you haven't played it, unless you have some other other means to enable playing, which I hope you don't. So I don't want to ask you something like, what is missing in this city? There are 3 things that are missing. All of them would be the correct answer, but if you haven't played the game, you wouldn't know what they are. So that's not very fair. I do want a tissue. Oh no. And it's not something... You thought I was moving? Yeah, I am moving. Well, we sold our house and we bought the new house, but we're only moving July 2nd, so it's gonna be a little while. But I won't be recording or doing much until, well, no. There will be 3 episodes per week on 3 separate games. I haven't picked the third one yet, but number 1 and 2 are picked for that time. You're following his daily village on the lake. Hi, Nick. How's it going? Yeah, so hop on the Twitter. Follow me on the Twitter. Right now. Let's do the giveaway at 4:30. I'll try to remember that. And we'll go from there. Because I will also post the question on the Twitter, and then the first response to that question gets the key. And I will contact you on Twitter for that. Everything is technically simple, but you just have to do it. So until 4:30, you can make a new profile if you don't have one, all that stuff. And then we'll have a giveaway. I think we do have a couple people on here that hopefully don't have the game, and that is awesome. Because that's what giveaways are all about. Still don't know what I'm going to ask. Nope, I have no idea what I'm going to ask. Maybe it's about the channel. Yeah. Now, to the 3 things that we're currently missing in this city. Heat is the big one. Without heat, everyone will die in the first winter. And to me, it feels like this is a pretty good... I want 2 heat exchangers. Oh, I can even put them out here and they're still working. Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. I do think 2, because most of the buildings are in big heat, have pretty small heat needs, but there are a lot of the buildings now, so we kind of have to account for that. Put 1 there, put 1... That's ugly. Do it again. Do it again! That was British, that's how I would probably say it. No, that's probably rude. No, I wouldn't say it at all, bad joke. Sorry! Put that one out there, that should be good. We will connect the actual heating later on. And then the other one is some power. This one should be simpler, looked like I could put it somewhere. It is covering everything. I just can't build there because apparently someone decided to put a bunch of people things there. Oh, yeah, this is good. Nope, we're missing 3 buildings. Abort. Abort. Can I put it there? Nope. That would be a really good spot though, so let me put it there. Oh, I moved the road. I didn't mean to do that. Go back in. Excellent. So at 4:30 my time, that's in 6 minutes. So I will sit here, try to figure out what the right question to ask us is. Need flat terrain. Just do it then. Flatten that terrain. And then over here, just same spot because symmetry and stuff. Get that guy. I said symmetry. That means make it look the same. Gee. Did we cover everyone? Oh, is that building in the way now? I want it here. I want it. We take that out, maybe. We get a little more wiggle room. Yep. We placed it. Awesome. Put that road there. Put this road here. Get a little bit of wiggle room there. Connect you. I don't know if this is gonna play along. Yep, it is. Cool. Connect you. Get you across. Oh, beautiful. Just how I planned it. What's going on over here? Well, I don't know. What's happening? African or European? Yes. Proper comrades live by... Yes. Be Swedish. I heard you can build that North Korean hotel from Pyongyang in that game. Love it. Yeah, I saw Orbital Potato. Had a thumbnail for that. I honestly haven't watched the video yet. Michael has the right question, B-Ball Joe. Michael, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Yes, Monty Python is pretty sweet. Yeah. It is one of my favorite shows, and I started liking them before I even spoke English, so that was weird. I don't know how that works along, but it did work. 4 more minutes. Make sure you follow me Twitter. It's B-Ball Joe. Like, if you have Twitter, just look for B-Ball Joe. That's me. Maybe it even came from there. Stefan, any chance to test the aggregate unloading bridge later? I would like to. I don't know where. I probably can set up some gravel production somewhere. I mean, I would like to, but we'll see. So, heat is there, power is there. We still need a power plant. Not a power plant, a heating plant. Yes, we can try your the mod, because we're gonna build a heating thingy, and that has to be connected to some aggregate unloading, and that will be great. So, I think I don't want to use too much of the wide open spaces. I don't want to go too close here. So normally this is a farm. All of this is a farm area. So why don't we... I was thinking I could continue this road out here and then have heating come from there potentially, but maybe not. Maybe not. That's could also... I could put heating on this side, but that's probably too close to everything else. Put heating here. No, put heating down here. Also too close. Up here, probably. But how am I going to get someone up there? Feels like a cableway business to me. Yeah, I don't know. Where should I place it? Where should I... This is too close. It has to be... So my gauge for when I place heat is usually pick the heating plant. Good. Once it is out of range of like being connected to any buildings, that is a good distance to be for avoiding pollution. So maybe out here is fine. Yeah. Why am I complaining so much? Out here is just fine. It's close enough to the close enough to everything. The pipes will probably not be long enough. Did they change this? Maybe. I don't know. F3. Yes. Get the pipe connection and go all the way up to here. Then connect and go Q down, so 2 down. Please stop snapping, just connect to that. Good. Did you connect? Yes. Come through here and then... I don't know. Can you... Okay, that works. Kind of. I don't know what the heat loss is on this distance, probably a lot, but as long as we connect them, I think I will be happy. You don't look like you connected at all. I think you connected. Get you out of here. If they're underground, they don't have to be snapped together. Let's pretend like they are connected. Looks terrible. That's fine. Actually, I just want to build those to see what I've broken, because I don't feel like they're connected. Really don't. I thought I turned off snapping. No, I screwed it up. I screwed it up more. You go away. Heating pipe underground. Snapping is turned off now. Okay. You connect there. Okay, we got somewhere. I still feel like these will probably tell me they are too long. Exciting suspense. Build that. They look like they're connected. Nothing here looks like it's connected, so that is good. Just get rid of all that. These two... I'm gonna guess too long. Nope. You. Go down one. Okay. And connect there. Maybe. Let's see. Are you connected? Run, 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 run. What time is it? 4:30. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, boy. Okay. I am going... What's going on here? Well, I don't know. Michael, what's your favorite color? Stefan the Bear. Any chance to test the aggregate? Yes. Compared to the other YouTubers playing that game, like how square I am. Excellent. Still one broken... What? Where? No! I was gonna ask a question. Aha! See, that's why watching YouTube is a lot easier than playing YouTube, because you will always find things that I will miss. Unbreak yourself! Building in the way. Well, then go under the building. I thought that was the whole point of this. Too sharp. There is no turn. No. Okay, go back up a little more. Try this again. Down one. Okay. Over here, connect. Okay. Build. Are you building? No, you're not building. You're building now. Okay. F3. Yes. Everything looks pretty. Cool. Are you sure? Yep. One close in the plant. And the... What? I want to ask my question! But I need to fix... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, thank you. Yep. This is something that will probably take you, I don't know, 20 minutes in real time by yourself to figure out why something is broken, but that's why I appreciate it. Okay. Here. So, everyone that wants to follow and do the thing, if there's only one response, you will be lucky. Question is typing in now. Question was posted. Honestly, this is more open-ended than usual because I think there's more than one right answer. But I'll let you figure that out. City's almost ready. What are we doing here? 230. Yeah, nice. So we have voltage. Let's place our transformers somewhere that makes sense, that don't take away too much of anything. Honestly, out here is probably fine. No, up there is too far away. Here, yeah. Who doesn't like high voltage power lines running right behind your window? I think that's a great spot for it. I don't know where else it would go. That should work. That is connected. Anyone? Anyone? I am on my LTE, so that should work. 2 responses. We have Chris Bartlett and Ortiz Theodopoulos. And we have Orestes with 18 seconds will be the first one. So you win the key, and I will send it to you soon. After the stream. Because it takes a second to actually do that. But look forward to that. Chris, I thought you had it already. Just I know you respond to a lot of, or you send a lot of comments out, so I assumed you already had the game, but maybe you don't. Let me know. This guy. Yes, I would like to have a small little power plant out here. Cool. Then I will have a trolleybus road running this way. Actually, I do need a trolleybus station to make this even work, but that's okay. Get that one there. This one can just be a mud road. We don't really need you. Turn you around. Trolleybus connection. Beautiful. Yep, I'm okay with that. Then we will need a trolleybus depot. Probably out here is the best place to do that. Yep, right there is good. And then we need a trolleybus trafo. I don't want you right there. I kind of want you here. Half the buildings are drive-through and half the buildings aren't. Let's say this is a drive-through building, that you can actually drive through it, because otherwise this placement wouldn't make sense. But let's just say it is, because reasons. I would like it to. It's just a... I think this one will be enough. You can run out here, go square in there. Cool. Then I need two full ones. First one can go straight out this way. I think that looks good. You connect there. The second one goes a little further. Yep, why not? And then you come down here. And this one, yes. Can't believe that just worked. Okay, that is good. I will definitely, absolutely, not a power transformer, just a regular switch. We're gonna have a bunch of switches set up over here. I don't know how many yet, but more than one. I will tell you that. The first one will just be our original connection, which will be one high voltage in, one high voltage going this way. Yeah, why not? Go behind here. Go across here. I don't want to take up too much real estate. That's what I'm doing here. You go in there. What's going on? You're Greek. Okay, excellent. Yes, the fluorescent tubes do burn just by having electricity around, so that's pretty cool, I think. Come on, how straight can I go to get to where I want to go? There we go. Got it. No problem. Get you connected. All of this has to be built, and we will be out of money here in no time, don't worry. That is connected, and then Stefan, yes, I will put the aggregate unloading station somewhere here. I have to figure out how to connect that, but I think that will be pretty easy. Stefan, did you see that you can recover soil now? It's under the trees and accessories. You can test it on the ground just above where heating pipes are. So that means N does not work on those. Got it. Trees and restore soil. Ooh. Honestly, I don't play pretty enough for this to matter, but it's nice to have. It is nice to have indeed. Photo 7. The irony, I want to play a game that has the name Soviet Republic while I live in one of the most right-wing influenced countries. Yes, that is irony, I think, by definition. Great. We will start building here pretty soon, and then we will put some trains out on the road and do things with them. That's the plan. Over here. Stuff is going to happen on this side. Yeah. This one... Here, let's do this. Small aggregate storage. No, no, nope, nope, nope. I will use this guy. Yes. Aggregate unloading bridge. Beautiful. It's not really on a mountain, but I will be okay with that. So... Ooh. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah. Technically, there should be a diesel train, but I will allow a regular train because it will actually work out pretty nice with what I want to do. So right lane goes in there. And then to get back to the border, you go this way. So nothing's ever crossing again. It just works. Awesome. Let me build this! Stop fighting me! No, this side. Okay, cool. That looks good. The train can go in here. That looks beautiful. This is all connected. You have some power from this guy. That should be good. These guys are all happy too. Alright, alright. This is relatively close to starting. I do want a little bit of... I need to buy trains somewhere is what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Out here feels right. Because we're not doing much else and there won't be much else going on in this section. That should be good. And then I am thinking... I'm not 100% sure yet how I'm going to connect all of this, but at some point I will figure it out. But I feel... Not sure why I'm going to make a snaky road here, but it's okay. I feel that... There you go, be done. Thank you. I feel that we will need a couple more switches here. One will be directly connecting to the power, the rail power, railroad electric connection, right here, this one. The one that I'm building right now. It will essentially be responsible for this whole sector. There you go, easy enough. Maybe a little tight, but it's okay. Road, I don't need another rail crossing right now, so just go there. That should be good. I'm hoping 2... No, 2 won't be enough. No way. Here's what we're gonna do. Get rid of you. Place in a normal transformer again. That looks fine. Get a high voltage line. Nope, not the switch. 18. Nope. No. No, 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 no. Get you in there. Get you in there. You can be built. Excellent. Then I want 2 of these wires, and we're gonna... Well, actually, we're gonna need more of these, so that location is actually pretty good. Get you out this way. Cross over here and get in there. The other one can kind of follow you. I don't like placing them on top of each other anymore because they actually skip pylons, which is... just feels wrong. Just feels dirty. This one, can I place it here? The forklift connection does need power. And it looks like the earliest I can do that is here. Just want to place electric substation. So this one covers all up to here. This one doesn't cover that much more. This one feels right. And then the last one out here. Oh, I need to pull... I need you to go up here. Can you? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because I need to have all these engines also connected to power. And then you can place that. Yes, I use the big medium voltage lines all the time right away because I don't want to mess around with counting, essentially. I do enough bad math on stream and on recordings. I don't have to extend that unnecessarily. So here we go. Have you come over here. And make this a switch yard for power. There's one there. Another one, connect here. I want you to go to the other side, actually. See, my chat is doing something. I will look at that in a second, because if I look away, I will forget why, what, when I was doing something. So you connect to these guys. Nope. There you go. That looked like it wasn't actually connected. Yep, those are all in there. 16,000 only. That's too cheap. Way too cheap. It feels like we are pretty close. Stefan, started in the 70s. Remember, place of storage. Remember, it's not a storage place, but it's an unloading station, so an aggregate storage between will help. Yes, I thought that, but I'm okay with the train being the aggregate storage here. Just... it looks nicer. That's all. The heating plant honestly doesn't need that much coal. But I have 100 tons of coal in here, and there's a train waiting here with 300 tons. I think we're fine for the winter. I won't do it much slower than that. This game has been going for long. Well, it started in the 70s. Yes. I barely played forward. It was on hard with low cash, but we're going to take out some loans here in just a second. The Seraph will be proud. I noticed there is an electric substation mod that uses footpaths instead of a road connection, so it takes up less space. Yeah. Space up here shouldn't be a problem, and I like this spot for connecting everything because this one rail connects really to everything that we need to connect to, so it's great. Hopefully. Yeah. The last thing we have to do is connect to this rail point. First, only a single. That's not great, but it's fine. Only a single, so we have to extend out a little bit to have a little bit of turnaround space. And if I say one more a little bit, I think someone should throw a shoe at me or something. We're not going to... gosh, if I do that... Oh, gee. Yeah. I'm clicking this. That means everything that we so far planned will be built. But we'll be fine. Because I need to adjust this just a little bit, and then I want a short little tunnel And the smart thing to do is put the rail yard on this side because I don't want to build extensive tunnels. The other smart thing is to just go here. Ew. No, we're gonna make a short tunnel unless we can get over this. I think we can. Oh yeah, no problems. No problem at all. This is easy. Yeah, and we'll figure out how we do the rail yard from here. Yeah, we're not gonna build any more construction offices unless we have to. There is one right there which we can probably now start using. And rails, believe it or not, like relatively straight paths. But I don't... If I turn this on, I can actually see a path that I can follow. So let's do that. Go over here. All the tunnel. No! That's expensive. Too expensive. Can't afford. I have no money. We have no income. We're not doing anything yet. But I do hope that turning on that... what's it called? Nuclear power will get us some money here pretty soon. That didn't work. Go over here. Make it yellow, make it green. Okay, cool. Good. And then let's use this to connect you. We're gonna pretend that I built the outside rail. Looks good. I actually think we're gonna be just fine. Not money-wise, but we're just gonna be fine. Yep, connect you, and now the rest hopefully just falls right into place. If I click F4, we'll actually get the near snapping. That's what we want. I will keep all the nodes as I have them right now, even though there will never be an upgrade to this rail, because it's already the latest and greatest. Fancy rail. You go there, you go here, and you go to the spot where I said it's our turnaround spot. Since it's a really long rail that doesn't have anything else going on, I don't think we need to worry about a real rail yard at this point. So, let's just say we built that. Then let's also say, how many do we need? 3? Feels right. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's gonna fall apart. Also, what map is this? It is Eastern European Unpopulated. Just one of the normal vanilla maps from 3 Division. Dennis! Alright, technically I think you're utterly incapable of incrementally build up a small republic. Huh. Alright. Greetings from Germany, der Strategie Nerd. Hi, how is it going? Do you think we could see bascule bridges sometime in the future? I don't know what a bascule bridge is. Live stream build-up? Not yet. Uwe Anke, hello! How's it going? Alright. Let's build some things. We have 6 million in the bank. Is that gonna be enough? Yes, build all of these things. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna build the second city today, probably. Simply because more time. So we're just gonna store some of the uranium that we need right here, so we can just max out whatever we have on this side. Roads, I will upgrade you when appropriate. I think all of these buildings are set to whatever, three-quarter fill. That should be fine. I love this button. I'm actually expecting this to just break on me pretty soon, because last time I tried this, it did. Live stream episode 1. Fair enough. That's all building. Good. Now, roads, I would like you to upgrade everything that is available. Actually, don't have to upgrade everything that's in between. There you go. There you go. And this one. I don't know. Is this connected? No, or not. Do this. I think it's connected, so it should be good. Yep, all these buses are doing their thing. You are here. Buildings with a power supply. That makes sense, because I'm actually not importing any power. So you come here. import all of it. Thank you. And I obviously didn't set up any distribution. Oopsies. That'll be a task for some other time. For right now, I think I'm okay with this. It is supposed to be a faster one. I think it would be nicer to have distribution officers to do all of this stuff, but we'll be okay without that. Now, I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. It feels like they're gonna go into this brick and move up and then drop stuff off, where I thought maybe it happens this way if you place them this way, but it feels like it shouldn't allow you to build this. It should be more like a bridge that's just connected to something, but it's not. That's not right. That's not the best. To make rescue bridges, a kind of bridge that lifts up when the ship is coming at least should be... Oh, okay, yeah. It would be nice. I get it. I need to upgrade this guy. Build it. Thank you. I think. Yeah, you did it. Proud of you. Anything else I forgot? Probably. But not important enough, I hope. Don't even have a fuel station yet, but I also don't technically need one. Let's play some signals. Sorry, that will take a minute, but I'm not going to make it too complicated because we have this mixed signal that should technically do exactly what we need. So, chains in, chains in, chains in. That should be good. This will be a chain. Chain good. Good. Actually, this is a mixed. This is a mixed. These both are mixed. This is a one-way, so this should be a chain this way. This is technically a chain that way and this way. Okay. And then put that one there. Put that one there. Put that one here. Put one out here. That should all be good. You can go that way. All of those should be happy. Release you here and go this way. Why didn't I put it right next to the other signal? I don't know. Not that important. Just let me do it. Go that way, go that way, go that way. You're released here. Released there. Released here. And everything after this little junction will be relatively simple. And then we can just place some trains in and life should be better. There. Chain to go in. Here. Here. And here. Let's see. This is one big block. I'm okay with that. Let's get our mixed signals going. Let's get our 2x signals going. Okay, try this again. Remove that one. Good. 2x. Haha! That's good. Yep. Put one there. Put one here. Put one here. Put a crossing here because reasons I explained earlier, and then put a mixed signal at the end. Cool. Build it. Thank you. What else do we have? All of this. Just one block signal to exit, and then this should be pretty quick. On there. 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 I really just want to get to the trains. But you can't place trains unless you signal up your whole environment, and I think that's fair, because train traffic control is not easy. Ever played Railroad? Yeah, exactly, right? So here we are. Making that. Mixed pointing at the border, chain pointing at the signal that points at the border, and a block placing at the other side. Okay, this should be good. Let's check everything. A lot of blue, a little orange. You can use a chain signal there and there. It's not strictly necessary, but it's okay to have. All of these look good. Let's make... What the... How did these not get what I told them to do? Build everything, please. Thank you. How's it going over here? Way overrun, way overrun. We don't have kindergartens yet. About kindergartens, we just want to have those people work, but that's not really how we want to do things. Put one there, plop one here. And I guess, ooh, can actually get in there. Awesome. Put one there and there. Turn this auto build on so I don't have to click it again. And I feel like we probably need one more. Probably one more, probably over here, probably at the end of the road. Yeah, that's the place. This is the place. Put that one there. Oh, there's a crossing right there. I think this feels good. Auto build, all the things that I just added. This all feels good. Too many people in here. 35 should be enough. Buses, no, yes, buses. Lame. This one's the one I want. The FI, I'm assuming it's a Fiat. I don't know. Maybe I need 3 on here. But what I want you to do is go there, 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 and there. Start, copy, this one, go. And then these, I would like to just go straight to here for pretty much everything. So students, yes. Students also go here. Why? Actually, students here are in range. Students here are not. Good, I didn't tell them to go anywhere. Dual, nothing. Okay, no, that's good. That's fine. I'm sure I forgot something. But this should be good for those guys. You should have power. Good. Next one, there will be people here that can work. I think that's fine. Let's check our load, 93 and 93. Actually, that's pretty good. That means one of those could have been enough. Let's turn this one on to store uranium ore. That's what we're doing here. Only do that, import that for now. I don't know. That's you don't. The amount doesn't matter if you auto import. Wow, I was pretty close with my numbers, but we still have to buy a train. Buy a new vehicle. Okay. Train set. Nope. I mean, sure. What can you go? 100. You are the long one. You are the shorter one. 400 looks like the winner. For right now, only one, please. Is that the one? Yeah. For right now, only 2, please. I would like you to simply go here, pick up people, and go here and drop off people. Go. Copy that to the next guy. Thank you. And you're not going to move until stuff is out of the way. That is fair. So let's buy our next 3 trains that we need. Oh, and I also need this. Oh, you're buying fuel. That's good. Buy. I'm not going to go with the lame little one. So what's this one? This one can do 4 tons. This one can do 2.5 tons. This should be enough. Add this one, and this one. I only want you to unload this guy and then get stuff from here. That should be chemicals. All of that should be good. Trains do not have the line spacing available yet, sadly. I don't know if that's a plan, but I'm okay with that. Let's get a train that can actually move. 160 looks like 160 or 160. Let's go with 160. I don't like that I can't see you. The first one will be, let's slow this down so we can actually see something. Cargo wagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 300 tons. Make it a good size. This is our coal train. I could name it that. Oh, train. Trains. Okay. You stop. Make your way out here. Wait until load it. Load coal. Cool. Go here. Wait until unload it. Go. Number 1 done. We will follow him once we get closer to the border. I need 1 simple train. Same speed. I don't want to go slower than that. With a cargo wagon for chemicals. It's this one. To also go to the border. And all I need from you is to load chemicals. Otherwise, I would change the advanced setup. But we don't have to right now. So let's get that one there. And here. Definitely wait until unloaded. You are buying just chemicals, please. Thank you. One train should be more than enough. You can, what, 20 tons of chemicals? And we need 9 total, so after the first train delivers, we're probably done forever. What's your problem? Where are you going? Why are you waiting? What are you waiting on? It's green. Move it! What is the problem? What? What? Oh, there's a red. Why is that red? You shouldn't be red. Here's what we're gonna do. Get rid of that one. Please? Feels like something got messed up with the signals, but I'll be okay with that. Yep, that feels good. Now, oh, I don't have a hospital or a fire station over here. Did I mention that I probably forgot something? Yeah, I did. Fire station. Just a basic one, should be fine. A couple people just walk to here, that should make everyone happy. Hospital. Let's put that close to somewhere else. Pretty important that your road connection exists. I just wasted a bunch of money. Wonderful. Oh, that technically works. Give me a couple vehicles there. Give me a vehicle here. This one. Boop. Should be good. Now, over here. I want all of these roads to be nice. You can. Everything that's connected to something that I really have to reach when when there's a fire gets a nice road. Yes, definitely out here. All of that. Yep. All of these. I don't need any of this to burn down. For sure. All of that. And then eventually out here as well. That looks okay. How's water? There's water over there. That should be fine. Let's get you, a couple people, and a helicopter. Yeah, helicopter sounds good. Heliport. Right here. Right there. Good enough. And give you one vehicle, please. Helicopter. Really? I want the big one. MI-10. Sounds... Bucket, wait. 47, 47, 26, 26. MI-6 will be fine for that. Don't need anything bigger. We have things here. What do you need? Missing power. Too many connect... What? Oh. Yeah. I see. I see. This one has to be moved over, like, to the other side, and then everything's fine. Oops. Thought I was doing okay, but obviously I wasn't. Yeah, put you there. Put you here. Remove that. This way. This way. Easy enough. Are you happy now? You are happy now. We have engineers and everything else, and they should be unloading uranium oxide into there, which they are taking, but they don't have chemicals at this point. That's cool, because nobody has delivered anything there yet, which means there is nothing here to pick up. All of that is actually good. We have people here, that's good. Oh, this is why I went here. Road, vehicle, depot. Can't place you there, can't place you there. Over here, sure. This building is really not important, so it doesn't even get a real road. I think that is fair. We're gonna ride the train in just a second, and then I will start reading everything again. How far is the water source? It may be able to handle it. We'll see. Why are you not done yet? Oh, we're out of money. Oopsies. How about one more? Apparently, if you buy a plane or a helicopter, it's bad, or you can run out of money pretty quickly. Is what I'm trying to say. Give me 2 of this. Actually, they're only containers, so what I need to do is go here, wait until you load it, and go there, wait until you unload it. I mean, all you get is a container, but I can't really decide what you bring over here, so I don't like that. Anyways, you go. And then you... Actually, no, it should work because the import-export should still do what I need it to do. Wait there, unload here, wait until unloaded, wait until loaded. Yeah, that should all work. That's probably a train wreck. I may have to use a separate storage unit. Wow, that's fast. I may have to use a separate storage units for the residue, the trash, that stuff. I feel that I have done everything that is required for a city to have what they need. 84%, what's your problem? No job, that's fine. Culture, go here. Sport, go here. And electronics, I don't care. So that's okay. We should be importing meat as well as everything. All of that is good. Yeah. No, let's grab a train. Where is our coal train? Coal train has what? Stefan, you told me it's not a storage unit, but it clearly is. That's all. I'm hoping you would pull that in, ideally. But maybe not. Where's my guy? Where is the coal train? Coal train! You are right where I wanted you to be. You're just filling up. Okay, this will be a little minute. We'll slow that down when it's appropriate. First person, camera, action, and reading. Okay. Basket bridges. Yes, Stefan, did the devs mention intersections on highway bridges like four-way and T-junctions while the roads are elevated? That would make more complicated intersections easier to build. Haven't heard anything yet. Dennis Becker, 5-year plan realized in one session. Yes. The bridge needs proper terrain. It does, but it shouldn't let me connect from the ground. I don't know. There's no clipping, so it's tricky to place. Yeah, I'm probably doing it wrong. Stefan, maybe the unloading station needs to be built between the small valley. Make it work. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Can all houses reach the shop? As far as I know, they can go to any of the stations and platforms and go to the shop from there. Selfus, I think it's pretty interesting to see you build these huge complexes rather than starting out really small. Sometimes it feels right, but the game shines more at the smaller starts and then just exploding from there than the way I just did. So, yeah. Yes, but it's very easy to overthink, make wrong plans, and run into a financial disaster. Yes! And there's the thing that Seraph and I have been talking about and planning on something that we'll do eventually, maybe in later. Not anytime in the near future. Well, storage is nice, indeed it is. I want to say they said no for the connecting to the bridge. Yeah. I mean, technically... Ooh. Please hold. Pause. Pause the game. The game should let me pause when I... Train is waiting too long. What does that mean? It was at the border doing its thing. Let's see. Let's see. Aww. It actually goes down here, and I was thinking this. I could go and try to connect just the bridge. But since it's already on the ground, it doesn't make a difference. Alright. I tried. Wanted to make it righter. Did you... Why would you put the catenary on the other side just because I placed it there? I know it's because of the direction I started the rail, but why would you do that? Don't do that. Go. Not double speed though, just single speed. Yeah, pretty train. Stefan, I'm sorry, I didn't know I had storage. Yes, it's all your fault. You promised me it didn't. Also, the storage is probably way too big for one heating plant, but that's alright. Sophus, that might be right, but viewing-wise, seeing these types of builds is more entertaining. That's why I use it for the live stream, and usually I don't play on the regular season map in a live stream because I don't want to take out this many loans. I don't want to do the things that I did today to get things done fast. 3 hours, built one city, one industry, and don't have an export yet. Fast, I said. Yes. So yeah, no, it definitely is. It's one of the reasons why I don't use workers and resources a lot to stream. But when I do, I want to do it right. Why are you lagging behind? What is going on? This map is not populated at all. Shouldn't be jiggling. Stop it. What else is up? Did the music cut out? Every once in a while it gets really quiet, and I see it on my recordings. I definitely don't hear anything. There may just be no music after you play for 3 hours. It's very possible. What? Who built this? What has happened to this rail? Oh, if I have an export, I may fix that part. But look, it's our little industrial complex with nuclear stuff, right? Followed by the heating plant with a nice output of carbon monoxide and others. Just to see for the little mountain village right behind it. Mountain village is relative because 2,500 people for workers and resources is pretty big. Is it? Relatively big? I don't know, maybe it's not big at all. Big is probably the wrong word for it, but yeah, I like how it looks. Why are you wiggling? I don't understand. Really shouldn't be. Sorry about the picture quality. That's why we want to pause the whole time, because the game is trying to figure out what it wants to render. Cheez-Its. What are you? Oh, yeah, I replaced that little piece of rail over there so you can try to go where you're supposed to go a little better. Just go. Dynamic pathfinding. Why is it so jittery? Stop it. Yeah, I can see it on my stream preview, so I'm sure you can see it too. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Neighbor dog is talking to me. Cool. And yep. I mean, it's cool and all, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Now I know what it does, and it does what it does. I mean, it's a cool idea. Saw the videos, and I don't think electric trains usually run over this, but today they are. You. I want to see you. This button. This button. Play and Control G. Yep. It's pretty. Nope. It's why are you jittery? I don't understand it. You really shouldn't be. The drive-alongs are generally not that bad. Looks like I'm going to have to take out a dollar loan pretty soon because we are importing too much power. That's okay. Let's speed this up a little bit because I would like to see that everything is working. You have uranium ore, obviously. You are actually making something that is good. You have chemicals. That is also good. You have no container. Okay. Uranium oxide, that's the import. Yes, that makes sense. Maximum production per workday. All of that is good. Container is set to this one. Not like I have a choice. Does this one have to be full before I can move anything? That will be fair, honestly, but I can't really say, okay, in a second you will see all of this working. Because that's not how it works. Are you taking in any UF6? No. Because there's none stored here. So it has to fill up a container before I can do anything else. Okay. I don't want to buy that right now, so we'll just let that be what it is. I do like that this is working. I do like that the university is doing stuff. I do like that everyone... If the main thing you complain about is a job, I'm doing things right. Because we will get you a job, don't you worry. Babies, yeah, we don't have a baby boom right now. What's going on here? Give me that guy, give me first person, give me go, and this. Yeah. Little mountainous area. Let's call it a mountain village. Yep. I think I called it that earlier. I think that guy missed his bus. It looked like it. Why am I going full speed? No reason at all. I am surprised to see how much it's juggling already with the video. I think I have an idea of what one of the problems is, but I don't want to stop the stream to make that work. So here we are. But I think I'm going to ask you, what else do you want to see right now? We are at over 3 hours, and I think that is a fair amount of time. I have not built the village out here that will send workers up to the uranium mine. Technically, we could also build another stop or station here that collects some people from the train stop and sends them up to here, but it's setting that up will maybe be a little complicated and not ideal, so let's not do that right now. But what else? What else is going on? What else do you want to see? Anything? Anything at all? I'm pretty happy with our progress. I'm pretty unhappy with our no power. I don't need $2 million. This is just to import some power. So let's do that. This should be good. Speed that up a little bit. Yep. Yeah, I think I know exactly why we're seeing some skips. But I will fix that next time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. I don't see anything from you guys. I think it's a 3 seconds delay, so I think that just means, well, good. We've seen a little bit. We got to hang out a little bit for a little while and do some little things, and everything was great and fun. We had one giveaway. I think that's fair for today. How many? Yeah, you're bringing all the people in. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Are you done with your nuclear export? Oh, I think that meant that one of these guys should have gotten some UF. Why don't you have UF6? Put UF6 somewhere. Is it only stored in here? Aww. Boo. This warehouse is a cheat. I don't want that. I don't. Look at this. There's too much storage in there. Even if it's just small, this is all you need to get your... Actually, yes and no. No, there's too much space in here to store things. I don't like it. What's going on here? You don't have nuclear fuel. Yes, I get that. But it looked like you had at least a little bit of UF6. Oh. Oh. Let's try something. It looks like we're lagging, but that's okay. It looks more like this guy. Come here. This guy has to pick up something from here and drop it off here. Let's try that. See what happens. Gosh. Yeah. That's probably the last thing we're doing. I know exactly why you see a lag, and I can fix that. It is for Transom World, which I haven't streamed in a long time, but I can change that. No problem. No problem at all. So you go in there, pick up something. Ideally, the fuel storage. You come out. You have a container on there. Very good. Do containers not get moved across factory connections is really the question here. You drop it off. You are not here, so someone picked it up. You do not have it. Do you have it? You have it. You picked it up. Excellent. Proud of you. Okay. Yep. This is great. I need to fix some things, but that's all we have. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, I thought there was something else in the chat, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you know, you can subscribe. You can support me on Patreon. You can support my YouTube membership channel. All that's the same. I'm still working on what all those tiers actually mean, but you can help me with that. So for now, that's all I have. I think we will come back to this map at some point. I don't know when. I won't be able to schedule anything because that's how my schedule looks like, that I don't know when is what and why and where and how. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Always like hanging out with you guys. We are out of fuel over here, so there's already something to fix next time we get to this map. Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.